footy action, and we have gone live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are back again for some Sunday afternoon footy, and today's games, I don't know about this game. But I know the next game might be interesting. Hopefully it's interesting. Please, jeez, tell me, please. I'm begging you, please. But this game, Parramatta Eels versus the Canterbury Bulldogs. Now, look, Parramatta coming into this game. They're a top 4 team. They have the ability to lose this game, but they should be winning this game by a lot. They should be winning this game by a significant amount. Obviously, the Bulldogs are in second last right now. Hey, Doggies fans, how good's that? I'm not saying last. Broncos fans, how are we doing today? But, yeah, Parramatta should win this game pretty easily. They come in this game after a massive win last week. Sorry, guys, I've just got the NBA up here. I was just watching a nice little Bucks and Nets Game 7, which was unbelievable. Who did the Eels play last week? They absolutely had a very good win. 40-12 against the Tigers. That's right. Gee whiz, Tigers fans, how are you feeling is the real question there. Yeah, so look, the Eels will be happy after that one. They got back to really significant winning ways in that one. The Dogs, on the other hand, obviously, they are second last, but they got a nice little win against the Dragons, which propelled them into the next stage, eh? They propelled them into 15th spot, so they'll be happy with that one. They'll take whatever they can get. However, Dogs fans, you do have to remember, you have to win one game extra for the rest of the season. So I know that's crazy to say, but you still need to win an extra game simply because the Broncos still have their bye. Right, the Broncos still have their bye, so no matter what, they still get 2 more points. So no matter what, you need to win one more game this year to not come last, because I don't know how many games either of your teams win anymore. So look, I don't see them win today's game, but a lot of Eels fans keep telling me that they usually have the Bulldogs. Obviously, they're a big rivalry of the Eels. We all know that. But a lot of Eels fans keep telling me that they're never confident against the Dogs. And I'm just like, okay, well, you should be still winning today. But today's game, guys, the Eels, their team list is Gutherson as number 1 with Russell and Dunster as the wingers. They've got Blake and Opacek in the centres, Dylan Brown and Moses in the halves with Campbell Gillard and Paulo as the front row forwards. Lusick as the number 9 there with Papali'i, Madison and Nathan Brown as the back row. Bulldogs are coming out onto the field now. By the way, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. This is the final 2 games of the weekend, and we're going to actually massive couple of weeks coming up with some rugby internationals coming up. We've got some boxing. It's going to be huge on this channel. Lamasi Itula says if Parramatta don't win, they are so bad. Well, look. Knowing Parramatta, they have all the ability to lose this game. I don't think they're going to, though, because it is the Dogs. But in the same sense, how do you read the Dogs? They're coming off a win against the Dragons from last week. Dragons beat the Raiders last night, but was that a showing of the Dragons or a showing of the Raiders not being able to complete the second half like they always can't? Jake Averillo had a fantastic game last week. He had 20 points, he had 2 tries, 79 run meters, and 5 tackle busts. So, he had a fantastic game last week. Can he do it again? I want to see some improvement here from the Dogs and want to see a bit more consistency, considering that everyone keeps saying next year they're a top 8 team. I don't see it, but they are getting a few more players. Matt Burton, obviously, Josh Adokar. They're talking about Sean Johnson. They're talking about every single man since, the early 1900s coming to join their club. So, look, I want to see them do it again and go back to back, but I just don't see it happening. Sport Reaction said, I tried to tell people that Kyle Flanagan isn't good. Oh, here we go. They try to tell people shit. Oh, my goodness me. Bella Boom says, Dogs got good defense. Sorry? Dogs got good defense? Hold on. Should I get their points differential up here? What? Huh? But Dogs got good defense? The Dogs are currently on minus 204 for and against. The Dogs got good defense? Oh, what the shit? What are we talking about here? Who's had a few to drink today? Who's had a few too much to drink today? Who was it? Bellboom? What are you both drinking today? I want some whatever you're drinking, mate. I'll take it. Jody O'Brien says, as a Sharks fan, what is your thoughts about the Broncos and Sharks game next round? That's 2 weeks away, so I'll kind of wait for that one. I don't know what the team lists are yet. I would assume the Sharks win by a lot, but in the same sense, we got to wait for the origin. Got to wait. It's 2 weeks away. Anthony Papanowden says, hey, Bruss. Hello, mate. How we doing? Melma says, fantastic defense. Oh, yeah. Unbelievable defense, the Doggies. Oh, yeah. I'm going for the Danwell Doggies today, guys. Don't make me start hating on them. Michael says, hey, Pats. Bellboom says, crap offense, but good defense. But they got minus 202 for and against. What are you talking about? The Dogs have good defense. They're 15th. They're second last, and you're talking to me about good defense? Dogs fans, you've gone downhill if you're thinking that's a good defense. But anyway, guys, the game has started here, and it will go to the Doggies for the first start of the game, 5 minutes out. Let me know your prediction in the chat. I'll go Eels, and I'll say 34 to... Oh, no, you know what? I'll give the Dogs some credit here today. I'll go 24-16. I'll give the Dogs some credit. I'll go 24-16 to the Eels. How about that one? Thank you very much, Gray, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Let us know in the chat who you are going for. Chris Howe, New Zealand says, hopefully Steve Hansen can help the Bulldogs coaching team and help players' performance. I just want to see the Dogs put some effort in like they did last week against the Dragons. You know, they had that good win against the Dragons, and it was good to watch, but in the same sense, it was one game. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one game. 40-20 attempt here for the Doggies. Early days, we go straight to the Eels. Terrible. Little Money says, Bell Boom, whatever you're drinking, I want some. I absolutely want whatever Bell Boom's drinking. Holy damn. Gee whiz, it's either drinking or it's smoking something. I don't know. It's something good, though. And I can tell you right now, I want it right this second. Melma says, what a shit kick. I know, it was terrible. It was a 40-20 attempt. Didn't go anywhere near the sideline, and it went straight to Gutherson, and he just ran it straight back. Nathan Brown, that's a good little run there. Third tackle up to the halfway point. Power Pro Games says, the Dogs are also getting Brent Naden from Penrith. Like, yeah, but like I want to see some better halves first. So 4 tackle here, because obviously that's why I don't really rate too much of the Josh Addo-Carr if he's gone to the wing. He might be going to the fullback role. I believe he should stay at the wing, but, you know, I also believe Latrell Mitchell should stay at centre. Oh, knock on, no. How did he catch that? How did he catch that? Gee whiz. Michael says Penrith versus Storm grand final. Mate, that's a crazy grand final prediction. I can't believe you said that. No way will that happen. So Eels will put that up in the air here. And the Dogs will get the ball. Nice catch. Nice catch there. Jim Jones says, go the mighty Eagles. No, mate. No. So second tackle here for the Dogs there. 12 metres out here from their own line. Josh Hughes says, why is St Kilda so shit this year? Look, they weren't exactly unbelievable last year. They had a lot of attack, but their defense was terrible last year. So that's, you know, I guess it's just kind of been a long time coming. Last year was a nice little year, but they did fall apart towards the end. Oh, if he gets that pass away, Avarillo was away, but unfortunately the Dogs couldn't do it. So 40 metres out here from their own line. Dogs will finally get past the halfway point here. But it is fit tackles. They're going to have to boot this bad boy right on down. Up it goes here. Up it goes. And there it goes for Gutherson. Freezer says, but Bell Boom just said 18-12 to the Dogs. Well, if the Dogs are going to win, it's going to be a low score like that. I'm not going to lie. If the Dogs were to win this game, obviously Bell Boom is either a Dogs fan or someone, they don't mind the Doggies because some of the comments already from Bell Boom have been ridiculous. But, you know, if the Dogs are going to win, that would be a reasonable scoreline. Eels lose that ball backwards there. No, knock on! You'd challenge this if you're the Eels. You'd be challenging this if you're the Eels. You'd be challenging this if you're the Eels here. But yeah, to answer that question or statement or whatever it is, if the Dogs were to win, I would say 18-12, but I don't think so. I'm going 24-16 to the Eels, and I'm being very, very generous to the Dogs there with that scoreline. I think this is backwards here. I think this is personally backwards here. Are they challenging this? I don't really understand how this could have been knock-on. I don't get how this is a knock-on, but okay. Memo says Cowboys Cronulla grand final. Eels have been done with that call. That's a dud call, in my opinion. So 36 minutes and 40 seconds to go here the first half. But the Dogs with the first chance of the first half. Here they go, left-hand side. 20 minutes out here from the line. Todd says Parramatta haven't even won grand final since 1987. Oh, no. 7 years before I was born. What a joke. So second tackle here for the Doggies. Second tackle here for the Doggies. They're 20 minutes out here from the line. Right-hand side they go. Gets it off. It's going to be... what? Oh, no. Jeez. Hetherington. My goodness, mate. This guy, he's going to get a sin bin any moment now. Yeah, just know it. This guy is a danger man. So, right, and not for good reasons. Third tackle here for the Dogs. Here they go. Chance here. 15 metres out. 10 metres out. Oh, nearly breaks through there. Taken down 10 metres out here from the line. Fourth tackle for the Dogs. Can they score immediately? Left-hand side they go. Gets it off to Josh Jackson. Jackson gets it off to Avarillo. They're taken down. 5 metres short here. So, fifth tackle here for the Dogs. They're 5 metres out. Gets it off. Kicks it through here. Why is Josh Jackson being the one who gets that ball? A fifth knock on from the Eels, wasn't it? He lost that ball there. It's a dropout anyway, but that should be... No. I disagree with the call, though. I would challenge this if I'm the Dogs because I'd be getting the ball at 10 metre rather than 30 metres back. The Eels literally dropped that ball. They're going to kick it quickly here, the Eels, and I don't really understand that. But if I'm the Dogs, I'd challenge that because that would have been a knock-on from the Eels. They would have got the ball 10 metres out rather than they getting it at the halfway point there. But okay, cool. Cool story. Mackenzie Porter says... Will the Seagulls run right against the Titans again? You suck. First tackle here for the Dogs. They're 25 metres out. How dare you ask me a stupid question like that? What is she talking about? What do you think I'm going to say? Oh, yeah. The Manly Seagulls are going to beat my Titans by about 100 today. Like, as if I'm going to reply with that. So third tackle here for the Dogs. Left-hand side. Titans going to wallop them. Here they go. Chance here. Kicks it through. It's third tackle, butter. What are you doing, my guy? They're going to throw him back. Jeez. The Doggies butt. The Doggies butt. The Doggies, but a what penalty? It's a penalty for the Eels. Offside, they're saying. Offside. Grant Sunners says, are you showing the game? Due to broadcasting restrictions, bro, it's illegal. I can't show you the game live. The best I can do is obviously commentate the game, let you guys know what's happening, and obviously talk to you in the chat. Mackenzie Boy says, what? Don't say I suck. Titans beat Bulldogs in 2003. Mackenzie, if you're going to ask me a question like, will the Seagulls run right against the Titans today as a Titans fan, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say you suck. All right? So thank you very much, Grant Sunners, for subscribing. Appreciate you, my guy. So left-hand side here for Parramatta, 45 metres out from their own line. They get it off to Junior Paulo, and he'll get tackled down before the halfway line. Tasman says, what for? I believe they gave it a penalty for offside against the Doggies there with that tackle. Great tackle, but unfortunately it will not stand. So second tackle here for the Eels at the halfway point. And they're going to get taken down here. Papali'i, third tackle. He's been very good for the Eels this year. Is that set restart? It is a set restart here, I think, for the Eels. Yeah, it is a set restart. Ruck infringement there. His hand was on the ball. So 6 minutes gone here. Melman says, refs are shocking how many shit calls already. Well, yes, but in the same sense, the Eels didn't knock that ball on from Wonga Blake before, and they called it a knock-on, so they've also had some bad calls too. Tony Charles, appreciate you for subscribing. Thank you very much. So 7 minutes gone. His second tackle here for Parramatta. That should be a set restart there. That should be a set restart there for the Eels. It's not going to be a set restart. Wow, wait. So third tackle here for the Eels. They're 20 metres out here from the Doggies line. Jack says, how are the Broncos last even though we have more wins than the Bulldogs? I don't believe you do. So third tackle here, right-hand side. Out to the I think they've both won 3 games, haven't they? I think they've both won 3 games, haven't they? So fourth tackle here. No, sorry, the Bulldogs got the bye, sorry. Bulldogs already had their bye. That's what I'm saying. The Bulldogs still need to win one more game. So fourth tackle here, left-hand side. Eels chance here. Should score, should score, should score. Why not passing the ball? And then he passes it. And what was that? I was shocking from the Eels. Shocking. So fourth tackle here. Gutherson now. Fifth tackle, sorry. It's fifth tackle, mate. Pass the ball. Gets it off to Mitchell Moses. Moses here kicks it up into the air. And he's going to lose it. And the Eels are going to score a try. It's going to be Madison who scores a try. Madison who scores a try. So the Eels will get that one. That was so lucky because that attack was just diabolical. But the Parramatta Eels will be up 4-0 here with a kick to come. 4-0 with the kick to come. Zenpai says Brisbane have more wins, but Dogs had a draw. No, the Dogs didn't have a draw. They just had a bye. So that's why I keep saying to all the Dogs fans, don't get too excited that you're not coming last right now because the only reason you're not coming last is because you've had the bye. You still need to win one more game. Otherwise, you will come last because the Broncos will still get their 2 points from that one. But that's a nice, well, not really a nice little try there from the Eels. A very lucky try there from the Eels, but they will get it. They don't care how it happens. Oh! I think he might knock this ball on. I think this might have bounced off the arm of the Dogs, so I think this actually might be a no try. I think, I don't know. We'll have to see this in slow motion here. Does it hit the Dogs' arm here on the way down? Potato Cats just need a different angle. Yeah, we do need a different angle here. They are going to go up to the video ref. Here we go. Is there going to be a try or a no try? Let me know in the chat. But while we wait, hit that thumbs up button. We're on 22 likes. We've got 46 people here. I know we can get a few more thumbs up. Let's go shamack it. Shamack up that thumbs up button. But they are checking the video ref here. Go to the bunker. Michael says Saints for life. Yeah, cheeky little win yesterday. Cheeky little win yesterday. In the same sense, they didn't look great in that first half. And they've still got a lot of work, the old Dragons. And it comes off the Dogs backwards. Then it comes into the Eels. And I think there's a knock on. I think it touches the right arm of the Dogs play on the way down. Why are we looking at it from this angle? This is a long way away. This is a long way away. Can we get a zoomed in angle or something like that? Can we get an angle that zooms in on where the arm is? Or no, you're not just going to... What are we doing here? Anthony Pappenhausen says Dragons are shit the second half of the season. We do know that. Well, can we see an angle that isn't like, can we... It's gone backwards there. I think that's personally a knock on. I think it touches his right arm there. But it's difficult. No, they're going to say clean possession. So they're going to say try to the Eels. But we didn't get a good angle there. But I understand that there's no real guaranteed angle to say that was a knock on either way. So it will be a try. No, this is bullshit call. I don't know, man. I think... Look, I personally think it could have gone into his arm, but in the same sense, I couldn't guarantee it. The on-field decision was try, so I feel like that's fair enough. So try time here for the Parramatta Eels. Parramatta Eels will be 4-0 here with a kick to come from the right-hand side. Little square face Julian says, hello, it's me from last time. Good on you, mate. Lamasi Itula says, that was a close game yesterday. Yeah, very close game between the Storm and Tigers. Yeah, wow. That was a really good game. That was a very close game. For the first 2 minutes, that was, until, obviously, the Storm kind of ran away with that one. So 6-0 here is the score after 9 minutes in this game. Cordettes fan says, this has been so lucky. Yeah, a few bad calls here by the referees on both sides. Obviously, I believe that try is probably the right decision there. I don't think there was anywhere near enough evidence to overturn that. But yeah, it's unlucky there for the Dogs because it was just a really scuffed attacking play there from Parramatta that they find a way to put it over the line. Paddy Cat says they set it up no try, they would have overturned. They wouldn't have overturned it. I don't know. I think they might have. I think they may still get in there a try. So Governson will pick that ball up 1 metre out. Jeez, he's fallen over there, and the Dogs are going to get him back within his own 10-metre line. Melma says there's always a lucky try against us. Judd Costa says I'm watching it on 9. It's a knock on. I mean KO. No. I think that was the right call because there was nowhere near enough evidence to overturn that call. So second tackle here for the Eels, 22 metres out here from the line. Abby Shane said, I think the Dogs will the Eels a good game or even a run for their money. Well, I've said 24-16. I'm being generous to the Dogs there, but in the same sense, people are looking at one game last week and thinking, okay, the Dogs are actually a half-decent team when it's like they're not really. So, look, I don't want to go too highly off of one game against the Dragons, who are not great. But if they can do something in this game, then maybe they might be on the improve. Tony Charles says, hi. Hello, Tony. How you doing? So 4 tackle here for the Eels right-hand side. 5th tackle now goes up in the air. And it comes down here for the Doggies 10 metres out from their own line. Melmo says, we beat the Dragons, it doesn't mean much. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Mr. Vegemite Lover says, if the Dogs play the Bronx at the moment, do you think the Dogs would win? I know Bronx beat them earlier in the season, but still. I don't know. I think it's a 50-50, man. Just like that game at the beginning of the season was a 50-50. Both teams are shithouse. So, the Broncos were at home. Give the Dogs the game at ANZ, I guess. Dogs probably win. I don't know. Do the Dogs and Broncos play again this year? I don't think so. So third tackle here. 10 minutes gone here, guys. Fifth tackle, sorry. Inside the attacking half. 10 minutes gone. 6-0 Parramatta. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. Dogs put the ball up in the air. Avarillo gets it down and Governson with an easy take. 10 minutes out from their own line. Jasmine says we don't. That would have been very good for the Bulldogs if they did, though. That would have been very good for the Bulldogs if they did, but that's unfortunate. The Dogs just need to hope they can beat the Tigers because they play the Tigers, I think, one more time. I think the Broncos do too. So it's going to be interesting down there for that bottom place. It will be because the Broncos do still have that. Good hit there by the Dogs and they're going to get taken. Oh, that's a high tackle they're going to call. Jesus, game's soft as shit. Nowadays. That's going to be classed as a high tackle and the Eels will get a penalty. My goodness me. So, yeah, look, I'd lean with the Dogs if they got that home game because obviously that last game was at Suncorp. So if they're playing it again, you'd have to imagine it would be at ANZ. I'd probably go with the Dogs. But in the same sense, you couldn't guarantee it. Even if it was at Suncorp, you couldn't guarantee a Broncos win because they're just not great. At their home, they're better than when they're away, which is another reason to say, if they played again, it would obviously be an ANZ because they've already played once this year at Suncorp. So I would lean with the Dogs here. So second tackle here for the Eels. They're 45 minutes out here from the Doggies line. 29 minutes to go. Your first half. Left-hand side they go. Gets up to Moses. Moses here. Papali'i nearly breaks away there. Very close. Very, very close. Judd Costa says, how shit was that rest in Penrith versus Roosters game? The rest? What rest? Oh, the rest. It was a shit call, but in the same sense, the Penrith killed him. Panthers killed him anyway. So fifth tackle here for the Eels. They're 10 metres out here from the line. I think that Nathan Brown started off the season very well, but I think he's kind of fallen away a little bit in the last couple of games. Fifth tackle here for the Eels, right-hand side. Mitchell Moses puts it up in the air. Not the greatest of kicks, but it's going to come away for the Dogs. Backwards! Oh my God, they're going to knock the ball on. It's still going. It's knock on Dogs. It is a knock on Dogs. Anthony Papanowski says, see the Bucks win today? Yeah, man, I watched that. That was a very, very good, very good quarter, final quarter there by Kevin Durant. But obviously, they need a bit more than one player to get a bye. The Nets are absolutely dog shit without Kevin Durant. And they didn't get it done. James Harden, choke artist. Kyrie Irving obviously out, but they probably would have won if Kyrie was playing, to be completely fair. So the Eels will get the ball here 10 metres out from the line. That's 2 drop balls here early days. 2 drop balls here early from the Dogs that have given Eels more than likely both tries here because the Eels will probably more than likely score here. So left-hand side here, Dylan Brown gets it off. Easy try coming out here for Hayes Dunster. Oh, Dunster falls over and he's on the ground 5 metres out from the line. Melvin says, I just want the Dogs to score some tries, Frenchie. Mate, you just want the Dogs to not lose by 50. Don't do it Tigers. Because the Tigers, honestly, I tell you right now, they would have lost by 100 last night if it wasn't for the fact that the Storm literally just cocked off. They didn't care. They would have. They were on target for 100 at the 50th minute mark. Anthony Pappenhausen, Bucks for life. Oh, yeah, mate. Bucks for life, mate. You've probably been a Bucks fan since Giannis was there. Second tackle here for the Eels. They're 15 minutes out. No one in Australia would know who Milwaukee was without Giannis. Left hand side. Eels here. Chance. Is he offside? Doesn't matter. Dogs get the ball. Doesn't matter. Dogs get the ball. I love it when I hear Bucks fans. It's like, come on, man. Like, anyone in Australia, I guarantee you couldn't even point out Milwaukee on a map. Guarantee you don't even know Milwaukee is on a map. Like, come on, man. Thomas Rattenbury says, Tigers got smashed last night, but I'm glad I went because I got a picture with Josh Adokar. Good on you, mate. It's the second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 30 minutes out here from the line. Zenbai says, if Dogs lose by 50, Brisbane will be 15th. Well, there you go. But I don't see the Doggies losing by 50 today. Anthony Pappenhausen says, I went for them in 2019. Yep. Case closed. So fourth tackle here for the Dogs. Case closed. Fourth tackle here for the Dogs, 40 minutes out. Zenbai says, did Adokar score? No, mate. Adokar didn't score. Forward tackle, they're going to... But what is that kick? These kicks from the Dogs have been atrocious in today's game. Like, they have been shocking. Avarillo has been terrible with his kicks. Coda says, hey, mate. Hello, Coda. How you doing? So, first tackle here. Bucks since 2019. Yeah, mate. Yeah, Bucks for life, mate. Dado says, that's when they started to be good. No, 2018, wasn't it? 27, no, they've been shocking for a long time, bro. But yeah, the last couple of years is when. Oh, that's definitely going to be. You're an idiot, Hetherington. How is that not a penalty against the Dogs? I don't know. I have no idea how that's not a penalty against the Dogs. There, Eels knock on. Chanting for the Doggies. No, it will be an Eels knock on though. It will be an Eels knock on. The S says go Parramatta. Jay Bryan says, what is your favourite team in the NBA? My favourite team is Celtics. I am a Chicago Bulls fan, but in the same sense, my team is dog shit. So you know. 1 second. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for the first time. Game 7. 76ers v Atlanta game tomorrow. I'm putting a poll in the chat. There you go. Boom. That's the first time we've ever done that. It should be coming up any moment now. Okay, so you can vote on the chat right there. So 25 minutes to go here of the first half. It is going to be... It's still 6-0 here to Parramatta. Obviously, vote in the chat, guys. I just dropped out a vote. They'll be on tomorrow if you guys do want me to stream an NBA clash between the 76ers and the Hawks in Game 7. So third tackle here for the Dogs. They're at the halfway point. Third tackle here. Left-hand side they go. I tell you what, these kicks from Avarillo have been so bad in this game. Like, they have been really, really bad in this game. Fourth tackle, right-hand side here for the Dogs. Back into the centre. They're 35 minutes out. Gets the offload away. Hetherington gets it off. It's going to be chancy for the Dogs. That was close to a 4-pass, though. Surprised I didn't call it. Surprised I didn't call that. Mr. Vegemite Lover says, ask a Bucks fan what the team was like pre-2010. Nah, you can just ask him what their team is. You can name a starting player that isn't Giannis Antetokounmpo, J. Rue Holiday, which they probably wouldn't even know anyway, or Chris Middleton. I guarantee you they wouldn't be able to name Brook Lopez. I guarantee it. So fifth tackle here. And, Dogs chance! No, Eels knocked that ball backwards, but it's going to be... Yep, the Eels will have the ball 3 minutes out from their own line. Michael says, you're born a commentator. Hey, let it go, baby! Let it go! Let it go, baby. We are born a commentator. I was born commentating. As I was coming out, I was buddy commentating. So, Eels with the ball here. I was commentating my own birth. Gooseberg says, how are we today, mate? Buddy, good, mate. Hoping for a good day. Obviously, Titans Manly right after this. My Titans, boys. Hopefully, we can have some revenge for that Manly game earlier in the season that I was out against in Mudgee. Gee whiz. That's what says Lopez has 1,000 IQ. Yeah, mate. You should have seen his IQ at the end of that game against the Nets. Gee whiz. That was literally minus 10,000 IQ. So 23 and a half minutes to go here. Eels will put the ball up in the air. Mitchell Moses kicks it down into the corner, and that's a shocking kick. And the Dogs, what are you doing? Kotrick's going to grab that one, luckily, but I don't know what that was. That trap was really interesting. That trap was very, very interesting. Mr. Vegemite Lover says, Atlanta strategy. Foul, Ben Simmons, free bricks, free houses for everyone in Australia. Yeah, I know. I tell you what, I think he's hit one shot. One shot from 3 shots in the last 3 games in the second halves. So second tackle here for the Doggies. They're inside the attacking half. Now third tackle, 40 metres out here from the line. Right-hand side they go. Gets it off to Hetherington. No, he gets it off to Josh Jackson. Jackson gets it out. Right-hand side. Avarillo gets it out underneath to Hopewadi. And he's taken down 35 metres out. Anthony Pappenhausen says, Chris Mediting. Yeah, mate. Chris Mediting is a great... Okay. Chris Mediting is a Bucks player, lads. So fifth tackle for the Doggies. Anthony, come on, butter. You can't give me this kind of ammunition. Chance here for the Dogs! Oh, I think it's a knock-on against the Doggies. Close. That was close. It will be a handover here, and the Eels will get the ball here from 20 metres out from their own line. And I don't know what's going on. You're back at the 10-metre line, mate. What's going on here? You didn't catch the ball in the in-goal. What's going on here, mate? My favourite player for the Bucks is absolutely Chris Meditting. Chris Meditting with a CH as well. That'll do me. That will do me. But Bucks for life, baby. Bucks for life with Chris Meditting. CHRIS. So 22 minutes. It's Chris Middleton with a K, by the way, butter. So second tackle here for the Parramatta Eels. They're 20 metres out from their own line. Left-hand side they go. Jeez, I was so close to the doggies. Anthony, you said you don't know how to spell his last name, but you don't know how to spell his first name. I don't want to sit here and just insult you, man, but like it's too easy when people say they're a Bucks fan in Australia and they're like Bucks for life. It's like, come on. So fourth tackle leave the Eels, 32 metres out, and they're going to go for 40-20 here, but it's going to go nowhere near the sideline, so it was kind of wasted kick there on third tackle. Thomas Rattenbury says, I'm going to go watch it on KO. Peace out, Blaze. All right, bro. Cheers. See you later. Or, here's an idea. Watch it on KO and buddy mute KO and listen to me. How good's that? Huh? See, now we're talking. So first tackle here for the Dogs there. 35 metres out. Oh, good hit there by Junior Paulo. We won. So Dogs here now 45 metres out. I think the Dogs are actually probably holding the ball a little better than the Eels and probably doing a little bit more. The Eels are... I'll set restart here with the Dogs too. I actually think the Dogs are probably playing the better in this game so far. Yes, they're down 6-0, but it was an unlucky try they gave away. So Marshall King there gets the ball to about 30 metres out here from the Eels line. Right-hand side they go. Gets it off. Chance here for the Doggies. This is their first real chance. Oh, no, they've had one chance, but... They've had one chance, but unfortunately not the greatest of games for them. But they're still playing better than the Eels, in my personal opinion, so far. 4 tackle leave the Dogs. 15 metres out. Yes, who is your favourite Eels player? Me. 4 tackle. No, I would never play for the Eels. I don't know, mate. Oh, chance here for the Dogs. 4 tackle. Kicks it through. It will be a dropout, though. Will be a dropout here. There we go. We finally get a good kick from the Dogs. I don't believe it. It is outrageous scenes here, but 20 minutes into the game, guys, it is Parramatta Eels 6 to the Bulldogs 0. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 50 likes before half time. We've got 20 minutes to go. 20 more likes. I know we can do it. Smack the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're around here because we're on our way to 11,000. We're actually relatively close considering we only hit 10K literally like over a week ago. Anthony Papanan says in NBL I go for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. There you go. Trent Barrett, by the way, was talking about having good defense against the Storm the other week, and I'm like, I can't remember the last time when the Storm did play the Dogs. I don't get it. Curtis Slamus says, who's your favourite Dogs player? Me. No, I wouldn't play the Dogs either. I wouldn't mind playing for Dogs, I guess. No, who would I go? I don't know. There's not a great deal. It's not a great deal to select from, to be honest with you. Brandon Wakeham. Toss a Vitti, baby. Brandon Wakeham. Toss a Vitti. Toss a Vitti. There you go, see? So second tackle here for the Dogs. Left-hand side, Brandon Wakeham gets the ball. It's going to be Josh Jackson. Breaks through. He's taken down 11 metres out here from the line. Left-hand side, they go, the Dogs. Chance here for a try. Come on, the Doggies. 3 metres short. 3 metres short. Fourth tackle here. Right-hand side, they go. Chance here. Josh Jackson, fourth tackle. We're 10 metres out now. Can the Dogs get it? Fifth tackle on the line. Chris Howard says, sorry in advance, but got to go Titans next for the Warriors' sake. Yeah, get around the Titans. All right, up here. Chance here for the Dogs. It's a scuff kick. Oh, the Eels are going to knock it on there. Oh, no, it's gone backwards. They're going to say we're backwards. Are they going to say play on? I think he does go backwards because he is facing backwards, but geez, I've seen worse called knock-ons. I've seen more backwards called knock-ons there. But Avarillo's been terrible today in regards to his kicks. Mitch love, I'm not reading that coming out. Thomas Rattenbury says, don't worry, I'm still here. I can't be bothered getting on K to watch this trash game. Well, right now, it's actually relatively exciting, to be completely honest with you, my man. You know, with 18 and a half minutes to go, your first half, you know, the Dogs are actually, if it wasn't for Avarillo playing absolutely disgustingly, they would probably be tied up at 6-6, or they would be with a chance to be leading this game. It's Freddie says, what was that kick? Oh, man, Avarillo's been doing it all game, too. Oh, high tackle there, maybe? No, it's not going to be. Set restart here for the Eels, though, so I'll take that. Coach Sleeman says, how long till halftime? 18 minutes to go until halftime, man. 18 minutes to go until halftime. So 6-0 Parramatta, they're into the attack in half here. That was Hetherington with the nearly high tackle there, mind you. No surprises there, lads and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Michael says 5 miss, I think. 5 miss. What? I said Babali! He's still going here. 4th tackle here, 10 metres out from the line. 5 miss is who the Titans play. Manly. We play Manly right after this game. So 4th tackle here for the Eels. They're 8 metres short here on the line. Right-hand side they go. And Moses with the ball. Moses gets it out. Right-hand side. Kicks it on 4th. And that was such a... Oh! That's a knock-on from the Eels. That's a knock-on from the... No. That's a knock-on from the Eels there. The Dogs hit that into the Eels play and the heel knocks that on. That's Dogs' ball, surely. Is that not Dogs' ball? Is that not Dog's ball here? Yeah, he's going for the ball, so there's no way you can say he didn't play at that. I was going to say it's 20 metre. I was going to say that's stupid if that's a dropout. Absolutely. Payne versus Mitch Moses for the Titans. Thank you. All right, so Dogs will have the ball here 20 metres out from their own line, but they've got 7 tackles set here. The Canterbury Bulldogs. Wakeham, Dosovitti, man, gets it off to Big Papa Napa. Big Papa Napa. Mama says, thank God for the bunker. This rep is so dumb. I don't understand how you could have called that as a dropout, because he did. He called it a dropout, but the bunker obviously intervened and said, no, it's a 7-tackle set. Abby Shane says, well done, the Dogs. Aaron Ako says, Papali'i's still going to score for the Eels. Get around the big man. Papali'i. He's a fantastic play there for Parramatta. Hetherington goes off and Big Papa Napa comes on. Second tackle here for the Dogs. They're inside the attacking half. Josh Jackson, right-hand side, gets it to about 40 metres out here from the Eels line. Doggy's not looking terrible with the ball in hand, but just their 5th tackle options and their kicking has just been disgustingly bad through Jake Averillo. After such a good game last week, I'll tell you, we need to see a bit more than from him this week as well. 4 tackles, especially this is a better opponent than last week. High tackle, maybe? No, they're not going to call a high tackle. Not going to call a high tackle there. So right-hand side here, 5th tackle. Up it goes here from Averillo. Finally, oh, it's too hard. No, that's a terrible kick. That's an absolutely shocking kick. Get Averillo off the field at this point. Averillo is having a shocker. He's having a 0 out of 10 kind of game right now. Averillo is having a 0 out of 10 kind of game right now. His kicking has been really, really, really bad. Like, I'm not taking the piss. I'm not joking. His kicking has dead set been the worst kicking ever. What's this? What is this shit right now, what we're seeing from Jake Averillo? So second tackle here for the Eels. They're 45 metres out from their own line. Making some inconsistency. Welcome to the Bulldogs, baby. Second tackle for the Eels inside the attacking half, and they get it past. Is Sivo playing today? Is Micah Sivo playing today, lads? I haven't seen Micah Sivo yet. Is Sivo playing? I'm just looking out to the left-hand side. He's not there, and he's not on the right-hand side. Sivo's not playing, is he? Cody Slayman says, who's a better kicker, Kyle Jake? Well, mate, I'm taking you over Jake Averillo in today's game so far. So 4 tackle here with the Eels. Gutherson gets it off to Wonga Blake. Blake on the inside here. Oh, Sivo suspended. That's right. Thanks, Melmo. Oh, knock on from the Eels. Knock on from the Eels. And the Dogs here. They can break away. Pass the ball, dude. Stop being selfish and pass the ball, my guy. Shit, man. Shit. Micah Sivo has been quiet, Daz, mate. That's because he's not playing. Tell you that one. So 30 metres out here from their own line, first tackle. It is starting to really pour down rain here, guys. So this is probably going to be a very Knights versus Warriors kind of game. It'll definitely be low scoring. This is the type of game that an 18-12 for the Dogs could happen. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of game that an 18-12 for the Dogs could kind of happen. So third tackle here for the Doggies. They're at the halfway line, left-hand side. Don't kick it on third tackle. Oh, my shit, Nell's sake. What are you kicking on third tackle there, Wakeham? Gutherson's been slammed. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's why it says Adam Elliott pisses me off most of the time. Well, Averillo should be... both your halves right now should be pissing you off because Averillo has been having a shocking kicking game and Brandon Wakeham has just kicked on third tackle for no apparent reason at all. So, halves are doing pretty well right now. Halves are doing very well. Gabriel Gaines and Josh Jackson kicked better than Averillo. They did actually. He actually did too. His kick wasn't too bad. So 4 tackle here for the Eels. They're 25 metres out here from their own line. Left-hand side, they're going to spread it. Gets it off to Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown with a hard run. No, not really a hard run there. Gets it to about 30 metres out. Lucas Chair says, how come you're not going to the Titans game? Got a few issues that I have to deal with outside of YouTube and sports. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to fly up to the Gold Coast today. But I will be moving back to the Gold Coast within the next couple of weeks. So I will be at every other Titans game for the rest of the season. I'm looking forward to moving back to the Gold Coast because Sydney is cold and rainy. It's just not my kind of gig down here. I'd like to, fly down here for games and stuff like that and have a bit of fun down here. But it's not really my kind of gig for a living. So I can't wait to get back home to the Gold Coast and be with my friends and family. But third tackle here for the Doggies. They're 40 metres out here from the Eels line. Bell Boom says COVID in Brisbane. Well, Brisbane isn't the Gold Coast, so take that, Broncos. Oh, high tackle there. Brisbane's not as good as the Gold Coast, mate. We all know it. We all know it. Right-hand side here, 4 tackle here. Chance here for the Doggies. No, terrible. Fit tackle, it's still going here. No, fit tackle here, 18 metres out here from the line. Melmo says Eels have been shithouse and we still can't score. Yeah, I agree. Up it goes here for the Dogs. Chance here. Oh, it's a knock off for the Eels. Doggies! The Big Papa Napa! 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 Try time for the Doggies! Big Papa Napa! Big Papa Napa! Big Papa Napa! Big Papa Napa! There we go. 6-4, kick to come. Hee-hee! Big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa. There you go. Oh, man, so 6-4 with a kick to come. From going from that sin bin against the Titans to scoring a try right now. Anthony Papenalden says Bulldogs think would love. What? And she can go over to... I don't know what's going on there. Anthony Papenalden says Broncos going to go get a new job. Here we go, the doggies. Oh, big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa. No one says, Blaze, you need to make a Napa shirt. I probably will, because he is such a big thing on this channel. We have obviously so many Dogs fans who talk about big Papa Napa. I've actually been asked to create a Napa shirt for quite a while now, so I may as well. Anyone for life says, hello, Blaze, how are you? Big Papa Napa, big Papa Napa. That's how I am, mate. Luca Gio says, if Dogs can win today, it makes the Dragons look less embarrassing. No, but okay. So first try since round 3, 2019 for Dylan Napa there. Wow, we were. So 11 minutes to go here of the first half. 3 likes away from 40, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get 3 more likes, hit 40, and see if we get to 50 before half time. But 6-4 try confirmed. It should be 6-6 here, and the Dogs have actually been playing better than the Eels in this game. They have, man. Not joking. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. Oh, I'm telling you the truth right now. Yes, I am. Abby Shane says, finally, Averillo kicks the ball. Well, no, he's been kicking the ball. He's just been kicking it badly all game. Yeah. So 11 minutes to go be first half, and Averillo will put the ball through the post, and it is 6-6. Here come the doggies. Here come the doggies. Manny Seven says the Raiders illegally activated their 18th man yesterday, and apparently if they had won, they might have had their points stripped from them. Oh, that would have been brilliant. Why couldn't they win so then both teams get 0? That would have been perfect for the Titans. Shit, man. I really wanted the Raiders to win. Damn it. If I'd have known that, I've been getting around the Raiders the whole time. Bell Boom says, hit like, guys. Exactly right, Bell Boom. You tell them. Hit that like button immediately. Hit that damn well like button immediately. There you go. So, it is now 6-6. And there's 11 minutes to go here of the first half. Big Papa Napa gets the ball and runs it back to about 15 minutes out. 17 Xylem says doggies aren't last anymore. Well, they weren't last last week because they won. So, they weren't last at the beginning of this round. They've been second last this whole round, so I'm not too sure what that's about. Melma says, Napa, a force to be reckoned with. Oh, no, he was a force to be reckoned with against the Titans, so much so that he went to the bin. Yes. Oh, there you go. Dalen Bryant says, I don't like Averillo. He's been shocking this game, yeah. He's been shocking in this game. In regards to his kicks, he's been shocking. So Dogs here get to about 45 minutes out here from their own line. 10 minutes left here of the first half. Fifth tackle here for the Doggies. Left-hand side they go. Brandon Wakeham puts the ball into the corner. And that's a decent little kick there from Wakeham. Finally, we've seen a good kick from the Dogs in this game. Finally, we've seen a half-decent kick from the Doggies in this game. I don't believe it. I know it's crazy to say, but the Doggies haven't kicked it very poorly for one moment in this game. Outrageous. Coda Sleeman says, who do you think will take this game? In the wet conditions, I wouldn't put it past the Doggies, to be completely honest with you. The Eels should be winning this, and they should be winning as well, but in the wet conditions, we saw the Knights come through yesterday. We saw the Dragons come through yesterday against the Raiders, and everyone was tipping the Raiders by a long way. And today's game, we might see a nice little shock result to start our game, but I would expect Parramatta to still win this game. Don't get me wrong at all. Don't get me wrong at all. So third tackle here for the Eels. But like if the Dogs win this, they're going to start thinking they're like top 8, bound. Like it's like this Parramatta, it's not like this Storm or Panthers. But fourth tackle here for the Eels. The only thing with this game is that if the Dogs win, the Broncos definitely go last because then the bye doesn't matter. That's a high tackle there. That should be a high tackle. It is a high tackle. So it will be a penalty here to the Parramatta Eels. 35 minutes out from the line. That is a high tackle there. I think they're going to take the 2 here. I don't really understand it because they're 33 minutes out. If he doesn't get the distance on this and misses it, then the Dogs will get the ball here. Oh, no, they're going to just touch it. Okay, fair enough. They didn't take the 2. Okay, I think the smartest option was probably to take 2. It doesn't look like it's windy there. Isaiah Papali'i, he's still going here. He's still going, Papali'i. Oh, my goodness me. This guy is just a bloody wrecking ball, this guy. He's just a bloody wrecking ball. So second tackle here for the Eels. They're 10 minutes out here from the line. Right-hand side, they go. Dylan Brown now with the ball. 15 minutes out. Gets it off. Taken down. 10 minutes out. Dazmate says, imagine taking the 2 versus the Dogs. I know, but they didn't do it. So it's going to be set restart here for the Eels. 10 minutes out here from the line. Manx says, this game is at Eels home ground. They are playing against the Bulldogs. So if they don't win, that's really shocking from the Eels. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, chance here for the Eels. No, good defense there from, was that Nick Kotrich who got up in the line? It was Kotrich who got up in the line there. That was very nice there from Kotrich. So second tackle here for the Eels. Right-hand side, gets it off. It's going to be Mitchell Moses who gets it off to Sean Lane, who drops the ball. He drops his lollies, and the Doggies will get the ball. The lollies have gone everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The Doggies have gone, and Buddy got the ball. It is now Dogs' ball on their own line. 10 metres out, first tackle. Melma says, Eels have played down to the Dogs' level. Well, it's very much like what the Broncos usually force teams to do, but the Broncos still can't win those games. They still can't do it. Luca Gia says, really want the Dogs to win so the Broncos can remain on the spoon. Mate, welcome to my life every single day of the week, every single year, mate. Where's the Broncos poster? Oh, it's over there. Oh, no, it's down here. Sorry, it's down there. So third tackle here, right-hand side for the Doggies. I tell you what, I want the Dogs to, the Broncos get the spoon so much because I've got a great idea to what to do in Brisbane as a video once the Broncos get the spoon again. So Avarillo here with the ball at the halfway point is fifth tackle. Left-hand side, they come here. Chancey for the Doggies. They kick it down into the corner. And, ooh, that's a big pick up there from the Eels. Big pick up there from the Eels. Hayes Dunster, considering the wet weather. Jeez, that was debatable pick up. Shane Ninja goes, when's the 7 starting? Well, there's 7's Olympic qualifiers on right now that Patercat was telling me about before, actually. Hong Kong doing pretty well. Oh, taken down there, the Eels at the 40-metre line. Quanzi says, my dad bet on the Dogs with Gutho and Avarillo to score. Has anyone... Oh, Avarillo to score. I think you're kind of looking too much into last week's game. I think Avarillo's an okay player, but I think last week's game against the Dragons was... Wow, completion rate for the Dogs is 94%. Eels at 71%. That's right. That is outrageous. Oh, knock on for the Eels. They're less than 70% completion rate. The Eels are dead set at a less than 70% completion rate right now. Dead set, a less than 70% completion rate right now. This is just outrageous if you're a Buddy Eels fan. Outrageous. Bellboom says, whole ground covered in wooden spoons. You may as well. You may as well. Shadow Engine Ghost says, how long have you been on YouTube? Mate, forever. Since before I was born. Since before I was born. Dasmate says, lollies are going everywhere. They are, just are. Sport Reaction says, this shouldn't be surprising. No Marnie or Sivo. Oh my god, I hate Sport Reactions. Gabriel Game says, Parramatta are making better meters, but the Dogs are holding the ball better. I would disagree. I think the Dogs are making better meters. I think the Dogs are making better meters because the Dogs have gotten into a lot better positions. Like the way the Eels have gotten into the attacking 22, or attacking 20, sorry, rugby. Attacking 20 is via getting penalties. And the penalties are the ones that are getting them down the line. So I would disagree. I think that the Dogs have actually been making better meters and getting into better positions based on their own run meters. So third tackle here for the Dogs. Right-hand side. Gets it off to Josh Jackson. Jackson gets inside the attacking 40 here. And that's going to be a penalty. Penalty for the Dogs here. Here we go. Is he going to tap it quickly? No, he's not going to tap it quickly. So 5 minutes 18 to go here of the first half, guys. We've hit 40 likes. Let's get to 50. Come on, smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. But high tackle penalty here for the Doggies. They may take the 2 here from 40 out. They may take the 2 here from 40 out. They may take it. It's a bit far out, though, for rugby league kickers. Usually you see rugby union kickers would love this. This is the best type of kick possible for rugby union kickers. But rugby league kickers don't usually take these kind of kicks here from 40. Oh, this could be sin bin. Whoa! We could be seeing a sin bin here for Niokore. Something we should have seen against the Roosters. Hey, he's gone for 10! Niokore is in the bin. Niokore is in the bin. Niokore in the bin. Niokore in the bin. Niokore in the bin. Say Niokore in the bin. So he's gone for 10. So the last 4 minutes 45 here of this first half. The Eels will be down a man. The Dogs have a chance here. Now you kick it to the sideline and you go for a try. The Doggies are on the front foot right now. The Doggies, they're on the front foot, baby. Ho, 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 ho. Out to the sideline. They're 20 minutes after the line. Here we go. 4 minutes 42 to go here of the first half. The Dogs with a man advantage. They had it against the Raiders and coughed it up. But surely right now against a team that is looking as bad as the Eels, they should be able to score. Jay Dawson says, what's the next Titans game you're going to? Well, I've been to every single Titans game this year at home except for the Bulldogs and Manly. So I'll be moving back to the Gold Coast for the next week. So I'll be at every single home game from now on. Second tackle here for the Dogs. Left-hand side they go. Chancey. Avarillo. Big bumper number. Big bumper number. No. 5 meters out here for the line. Here come the Doggies. Third tackle here. 4 meters short. Right-hand side. Marshall King gets it off to... I'm not even too sure. Riddell. I'm not even too sure what his name is. Fourth tackle here for the Dogs. They're 4 meters short here from the line. Marshall King gets it out to the right-hand side. Avarillo steps on the inside. Avarillo's away. Avarillo. Oh, take it down. 2 meters short here. Gee whiz. William Hunt's Dogs win. Bronx spooning gear again. Well, they're already on the spoon already. So fifth tackle here for the Dogs. They're 10 meters out. They kick it through. It's a great kick. It's a great kick. It's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout here for the Doggies. Here come the Doggy boys. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Here come... Brandon Wakem's had a good kicking game. I think Avrilo's been terrible from kicking, but Brandon Wakeham has been absolutely awesome watching his kick so far. It's funny. People coming into this stream probably think I'm a Dogs fan. I'm actually wearing my Titans shirt, but like I do have the colours on, I guess. I don't even know. Did I hear someone knock on my door? Did someone knock on my door? No? Okay, just talking to myself. Daniel said, I'm only going for the Dogs for the Broncos spoon. Oh, no, everyone's going for the Dogs because of the Broncos spoon. And also because Parramatta fans on this channel are very egotistical majority of the time, so it's quite funny when their team doesn't do as well as they expect because they talk a lot of shit on the channel. Melwin says, everyone loves the Bulldogs except for everybody else. So second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 24 metres out here from the line. Dogs with the ball. Second tackle right-hand side. Chance here for the Dogs. They're going to be broken away here. No, taken down 12 metres short here from the line. Can the Dogs score just before half-time, whether it's a field goal, penalty, or a try? I don't care. Just put that ball down all over the line. Damien Thomas says, do you like Governor's haircut? Do you like Governor's haircut? Left-hand side here for the Dogs. Marshall King, forward tackle, steps inside. Taken down 2 metres short. Can the Doggies score right now? Can the Doggies score right now? Right-hand side they go. 10 metres out. Averillo kicks it through. Good kick. Good kick. Oh, it's another dropout, though. The Dogs will get another dropout here. The Dogs will get another dropout here. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Parramatta Eels do still have that man in the bin, but the Doggies are coming right now. It's going to be a dropout to the Bulldogs, and finally Averillo puts in a kick that isn't absolutely horrific. Finally. It's taken him a while. He's taken a while because he's had about 400 kicks in this game, and they've all been dead set diabolical, but he does get the nice little kick through. Melmus has taken a field goal. I don't get why people keep suggesting this every single game this weekend that's in the rain. Guys, it's in the rain. It's wet conditions. Like, if the field goal happens, then cool, but, like, it's not easy to kick a field goal on the wet conditions at all. So, a minute 50 to go here of the first half, and the Dogs are 25 metres out here from the line. Oren Hasselman says, hey, man, what's the poll for? Tomorrow's stream, if I stream the Philadelphia 76ers versus Atlanta Hawks, Game 7 of the NBA. But chance here for the Doggies. Left-hand side, his second tackle, taken down, 10 metres out. Can the Doggies put this one over the line? Right-hand side, Marshall King gets it off. Chance here for the Dogs against him, under the eye. Taken down, 1 minute short. Can the Dogs get this one going? Can the Dogs get this one going here? Forward tackle. Left-hand side, they spread it. There's actually a chance here. Brandon Wakeham over the top. It's going to be a try for the Doggies! It's going to be a try for the Doggies! It's 10-6 to the Dogs. Who let the Dogs out? Who let the Dogs out? Who? It is 10-6 to the Dogs and a try on the sideline. What was that? Was that Brandon Wakeham with the pass? Tosaviti. Was that Brandon Wakeham with the pass there? Because that's a great pass out to the wing. That is an unbelievable pass out to the wing there. And it is 10-6 to the Dogs with 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ha 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 ha. Hey. Is that Wakeham with the pass? I think it is Wakeham with the pass. That's an unbelievable pass over the top there. Could have been intercepted. If that's intercepted, they score a try. If that's intercepted, the Eels score a try there. But unfortunately, just that little bit too high over Hayes Dunster there. And I wouldn't recommend to the young kids out there to score a try like that in the wet conditions, but they did it anyway. So the Dogs will score, and it now is 10-6. The Doggies, and a boil-over is on the cards. A boil-over is on the cards. God, a try. Jeez, that is something you do not recommend to kids out there. Do not put the ball down in that fashion in the wet conditions. Wowee. Wow. Sport Action says the Dogs will make the 8 next year. No, they won't. Rat Bag says, how do you watch the game? Because they're not on TV. Due to broadcasting restrictions, man, I can't show you the game because it's illegal. Obviously, that's why you're looking for an illegal stream. I can't show you the game, but the best I can do is commentate the game, let you know what's going on. We stream every single game here. So, guys, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that big old red subscribe button. It is free. You may as well. But Jake Averillo here from the sideline. Can you make another conversion to make it 12-6 at halftime? Jeez. Melma says, that's my sort of put down. Mate, I'll put you down in a second. How about that? No, gee whiz. Matt Bagg says, oh, I'm very sorry. Nah, mate, you don't need to be sorry, mate. You don't need to be sorry. You're here just trying to watch the game, but unfortunately I can't show you the game. But here we go. From the sideline, Averillo will miss the kick. He will miss the kick. Hadi Dark Duke, thank you for subscribing. And half-time, it is 10-6 to the Doggies. Who let the Doggies out? I don't know, but gee whiz, they are coming. So, I think Dogs were the better team in the first half anyway. I don't think the Eels were good at all. I thought the Eels, when they scored, was actually quite lucky because obviously it was a drop ball by the Doggies. Fell into the hands of Madison, and Madison puts the ball over the line. I think the Eels, when they've been in the attacking 20, it's been from penalties, which have been fair, but they're not making enough meters, and I think that their penalties are what's really getting them into an attacking position, which we're not seeing much of them, obviously, because if you're only relying on penalties to get you into an attacking position, then you're not going to see a great deal of ball in the attacking half, right? Then we got the Doggies who are making the meters and are getting into an attacking position based on their own play. So, no, I'm looking forward to seeing the second half, and hopefully the Doggies can keep this up. Rat Bag, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, guys, we're on our way to 11K, so hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and let me know in the chat who you are going for right now. Maggie says, how do you not get shut down? NRL shuts me down when I do the same type of stream. Well, because I'm not using anything from the NRL. So this scoreline isn't the NRL. Nothing that I use is NRL. Nothing I use is from the NRL. Jack says, why does everyone hate the Broncos? Because the Broncos suck. Bellboom says, Tigers, lol, they won't make the 8. Well, I don't think anyone thought the Tigers would make the 8, who is not stupid. Jade also says, the Eels are the furthest team, furthest from electric. Not surprising, to be honest with you. People have always keeps like making out like this Eels team is going to win the premierships. Like they're not a contender for me. I think the only contenders are the Storm and Panthers and maybe the Rabbitohs. But I said that even when they were getting beaten by 50. I just think that if you get to the finals, the Rabbitohs are a team I wouldn't want to play. If I'm a Panthers, I would want to play the Eels. If I'm the Storm, I definitely want to play the Eels because they always beat them. And if I'm the Rabbitohs, I think I can definitely beat them too. If I'm Manly, I think Eels probably beat Manly. I know they beat them a couple of weeks back. I think it was more for Bobby Fulton. But Manly are definitely beatable, and I think the Eels could do it in the finals. Roosters, doesn't matter. So everyone outside of those guys would like to play the Eels. King Governor says, come on, Parra, come firing, please. Nah. Sport Action says, Blaze, you think the Titans vs Manly game will be the same as last time? Mankey says, same here. I don't even show the logos. Well, I don't know, man. Bellboom says, grand final Panthers versus Rabbits. Don't think so, mate, especially after what we saw from the Storm last night where they won, 66-16. They were 40-0 up at halftime, and I tell you what, mate, they were ridiculously good. They were ridiculously good in that one. In early team news, injury could impact Brimson's Origin 2 selection. Well, that sucks. I don't like saying that. Chris Howe says, how far are you from your team Titans home ground? Well, I'm in Sydney right now, so I'm a long way away. But when I'm moving back home, I'll be like 10 minutes away. Or something like that. Jean-Paul L. Halou says, would you go for Eels or Bulldogs? Well, the Dogs, because the Dogs are like second last, mate, and I want the Broncos to come last. So the Eels, to me, they don't have any impact on the Titans whatsoever. The Broncos are obviously something that impacts the Titans because the Broncos are our rivals. I would like the Dogs to win because that would definitely put the Broncos firmly in last place. And I'm talking firmly in last place. King Governor says it ain't over yet. It's not over yet. No way. Oh, wow. I'm not saying this game's over at all. On the contrary, I'm saying Parramatta still probably win this game, but the Dogs were the better team in the first half, and they deserved that first half. They deserved it. I think the referees have been pretty poor from both sides, but when it's that poor from both sides, you just kind of deal with it because both teams are getting a little bit of the slapperooner around. Ratbacks to can't stop laughing when the finger came up. Yeah, because I know Sport Reactions. He wanted that reaction and he got it. Hey, buddy, don't you worry. He got it. Quartets fan says Bulldogs are paying $3. How are the Dogs paying $3 when they're up 10-6 in a game that's wet, grindy, and is a game that an underdog really should be looking to win? Now, this is the perfect type of game for an underdog to be winning this kind of game. It is just perfect. Jamie Robinson says, I'm feeling very confident that the Titans are going to win today. I think the Titans are definitely going to win. Yeah, no, I agree with you there, Jamie Robinson. You're a good bloke. You are a good bloke. By the way, guys, don't forget, we have our BKR Clip channel. So if you do happen to miss a stream, because obviously not everyone can get to every single stream, if you do happen to miss a stream, we're going to be putting all our clips on the BKR Clip channel. So that pinned comment in the chat, the blue comment right at the top. Click on that button, subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 150 subscribers today. We're only 13 subscribers away from that, I think. So go and hit that subscribe button on BKR Clips because all our stream clips will be coming up as of Monday, which is tomorrow. Cronzy says Broncos for 2 times wooden spoon. Mate, don't do it because if that happens, oh my goodness me, this is coming right back at you. This will be coming right back at you for 2000. See how you can't see the 0 there? Because that's going to be a 1. So it's like that R in the way here. That is, just let you know, still possible. Still possible for the next one. Jean-Paul L. Halus says, are you going to the Titans game? No, I can't because I'll be stuck in Sydney due to a few things outside of YouTube and stuff like that. But I'll be streaming it regardless. Isaac Van Wells says, I just love watching the Broncos fall apart. Oh my God, it's just so good, man. It's just so good. Trey's Trash says, are you streaming the Titans vs Manly game? I am. Aye, Captain. Yes, I am. Of course I am. Fight Night Simulation says, what's going on? The doggy's playing well. That's what's going on, mate. Ooh, a doggy's playing well, and I like to see it. Hunter Cooper, also, I like to see it. Subscribed. Thank you very much. Bass says, Bass says, how the hell are the Bulldogs winning? Look, the doggies, I think they're kind of riding their motivation from last week, and also the fact that they know the Broncos are in a position right now that can come last. The doggies are riding a wave of emotion where their team is not good. but their team is also a grindy kind of team. I think if this is on a dry track, I think it probably gets changed around. But you got to remember, Reid Marnie's out for the Eels. Marcus Sivo's out for the Eels. That's two big players. I know Marcus Sivo's a winger, so you don't really rely on a winger for a game-changing result. But when you go look at the number 9 role with Reid Marnie, he's a very integral part to the Eels. So, look, I think the Dogs are winning on their own merit, but in the same sense, the Eels are this kind of team that can lose these kind of games. You know, Eels will always be the Eels. Parramatta will always be Parramatta. I don't care if you have Greg Inglis, Cameron Smith, Billy Slater, and Buddy Kippaxross on your team, right? If you're Parramatta, you will still be this kind of team. If you win the comp, cool. But I guarantee you throughout that year, you will have always played like this kind of team. Parramatta will always play like a team that you can never back in, you're never confident with, and will lose games like this that they shouldn't be losing. It's just a cold-hearted fact. 2 likes away from 50, by the way, guys. Smack the thumbs up button. 2 likes away from 50. Abby Shane says the Eels are terrible. Poor ball handling. Welcome to Parramatta. King Governor says, I admit it. Dogs have attacked good, whereas Eels... Oh, whoa. Whereas Eels attacked woeful and both defenses solid. Good luck, Dogs, though. Let's hold on a second there. Let's hold on a second there. The Dogs have scored 2 tries, but Jake Averillo's kicking has been horrific. Like, Jake Averillo's kicking has been so bad that I want to throw myself at that wall right over there, right? Just face first. Just throw myself at the wall, right? But, yes, a couple of their tries have gone through and they'd be happy with it. But overall, the attack on the Dogs hasn't been enthralling, mate. Not personally. Jody Bright says, what? I was just gone for 25 minutes and this is a scoreline. Yeah, I'm not too certain why it's so surprising considering the game so far. Jamie Robertson says Melmo must have felt a tingling feeling when Napa scored. Mate, we went crazy. We were going big bappa Napa, big bappa Napa. Trey's trash. Yeet says, what's your prediction for the Titans Manly game? Titans 100-0. All right, so still waiting here for the second half here. It is 10-6 the Bulldogs if you just tuned in. And let me know your score prediction for the second half in the chat. Chris House says, sucks to be me, 10-hour drive to Mount Smart Stadium. Well, I think they play the Dogs in a couple of weeks' time, but Doggies fans, you're not going to be having a good time there, my friends. You're not going to be having a good time there. Not because the Warriors are any good, but because that's the first game for the that's the first game for the Warriors at home in a long time, since 2 years ago. But yeah, don't forget, guys, Nia Corey got sin-binned as well, mind you, for 10 minutes, with 5 minutes to go in that first half. So there's still 5 minutes this second half to go before Nia Corey will come back for the Eels. Sport Talk says, g'day, Blaze. Hello, mate. I won't say it, Sport Talk. I won't. Look, Sport Talk, let's just move on. Okay? We'll just move on, Mr. Sport Talk. Okay? We'll just move on. Okay? Bass says, up the Eels, getting around. Parramatta. Alok Boo says, hello, BKR. So says, don't you dare mention it. I did nothing. I said, we'll move on. All right? Nothing happened last night. I didn't see nothing. Okay? Alok Boo says, hello, BKR from the game. Hello, mate. How you doing? I just realised I was kind of still distracted by Tigers. Oh, shit, I didn't say that. I didn't say nothing. But yeah, good on you, man. Peter Blackadder says, Dogs of War. Yeah, finally, maybe we can see the Dogs of War returning. We haven't seen it for quite some time. Aussie Mother says, come on the Doggies. Anthony Pappenhausen says, go the Storms. No, mate, you say Storm. Anyone who says Storms, I do not class you as a Storm fan. I do not class you as an actual rugby league fan of the Melbourne Storm if you call them the Storms. Everyone. First you're saying Chris Meddington and with the Bucks, and now you're calling them the Storms. Come on, man. What's going on here? Sport Talk says, I was at the game as well. Only game I could go to. I had the best time. I froze my ass off. Only game I could go to. Well, brother, I apologise. I said last night, like, I feel bad for the Tigers fans because this is dead set horrific. Like, that was... Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the straight up truth. The Storm would have won that game by 100, and they could have easily won that... And I'm saying easily could have won that game by 100, but you could tell they clicked off after 30 minutes. And the fact of the matter is they clicked off after 30 minutes and still scored, what, another 30 points or something like that? They still scored, it was 30-0 after 20 minutes, or 30-0 after 18 minutes in that game last night. So there's still 63 minutes to go. They clocked off after that fourth try. So realistically, they still scored another 36 points in 60 minutes whilst not giving a shit. And that's a problem. That's the biggest problem I find. Like, the scoreline's not necessarily the problem. The scoreline's not necessarily the problem for me. Yes, I know the problem. It's a massive scoreline. I get it. But the fact of the matter is, the reason why, in regards to said scoreline, is because the Tigers were still playing to not get embarrassed for the final 60 minutes, and the Storm literally didn't give the slightest of shits for that last 60 minutes. Thank you very much, Raphael Vian, for subscribing. So, how do you still concede 36 to a team that isn't even at the game. Isn't even at the game. The Storm weren't at the game for the last 60 minutes there. Lachlan Boost is happy with the first half. The job is only half done. Go Dogs. Get around the doggies. Sport Talk says they sort of clocked off in the second half, to be honest. 26-16 second half score. No, they clocked off after 20 minutes. They clocked off after 20 minutes. Bass says, how long until they return back to playing? I don't know, man. Probably about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes or so. So while we're waiting, subscribe to BKR Clips, subscribe to BKR Sport, and hit that thumbs up button. Christian Kerr says Tigers can get smashed by the Bunnies next week. Look, that's a tough one. I don't know. I think, yes, obviously the Bunnies are the better team. The Bunnies should have a better attack than the Storm, in my personal opinion. But their defense is not as good. I think that the Bunnies should be winning by 50, but in the same sense, the Tigers will be beaten and bruised right now. And I don't even know if that result was a kind of turning point result for them. I look at that game for the Tigers and think, I don't know how you come back from that. Like, I don't know how you pick your heads up and go again next week. The Rabbitohs could win by 60 again. The Rabbitohs will either win by 60 or lose, because the Tigers will either come out with a vengeance because they feel so bad that they played so horrifically last week, next week, or they'll get beaten by 60, and it will just go even further downhill. And then we could start talking about Tigers for the spoon again. Trainer lost to BKR Sport. I go for the doggies. We're going great so far. Well, you're doing good. You're not going great. You're doing good. Jay Cavarillo's been horrifically bad in regards to his kicking, but you're doing good. You'd be happy with the halftime score. Let's put it that way. But there's still a long way to go. It's still 40 minutes to go here in this game. Vibe out short time says the doggies. Nick, go the Dragons. Says, I hope the Titans win today, but go the Dragons. Go the Dragons. Mate, the main thing is you said go the Titans. Oh, gee whiz. You've never said anything better in your life. Dennis says, Steve Hansen has been at the Bulldogs the last 3 weeks. Do you think that has something to do with the recent form? I think the Dogs are probably utilising that as a bit of a motivation tool, yeah. This is a good run of form, but do they keep it consistent? Because we all know what the Dogs are like. So the Dogs are always infamous for coming home strong at the end of the year, but always being too short. They honestly could still, if they play like this, they'll probably still come 10th or 11th, which I think I predicted them for 10th or 11th at the beginning of the year, which I think is ridiculous that I did. I was too generous. But it's good signs. It's good signs, but they haven't won this game yet, so let's not get too excited just yet. Melvin says the Eels should forfeit while they have a chance. Well, maybe not, eh? TJ Sports says, don't think you've won, doggies, yet. Yeah, well, yeah, but in the same sense, like, Parramatta should not have been down at the scoreline at any point in this game. Not one point in this game. The only time that Parramatta should ever have been down in this game was never, because this Dogs team is second last, and they've won, 2 games this year? So I don't think any Parramatta fans should be talking too much right now. That's why King Gutho, he's there. He's still cracking on. He's still having a good time, but he hasn't gotten cheeky. He hasn't gotten cheeky because he knows. He knows. Christian Kerr says, are you going to the Titans-Rays game next week? I'm considering it. We'll see how we go. Obviously, that's down in Canberra. I'm not too far from Canberra. I'm around the Cronulla area, so it's like, 2.5 hour drive or 2 hour drive or something like that. I'm considering it. We'll see how we go. I would like to do it because obviously then I get to meet my boy Clarkey. I haven't met him. I haven't actually met him in person before, but obviously we're good mates. So I'd love to do that, to go to Clarkey, go to the game with Clarkey, but we'll see how we go. Macca Packer says, who's getting the spoon? Right now, you've got to imagine the Broncos, mate. Right now, you've got to imagine the Broncos getting it. So we're about to they're walking out here, the doggies, for the second half. 4 likes away from 60. Schmacker, thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new here, and here we go for the second half. Jody Bryan says, can Mamalo first game the Tigers get smashed by 50? Yeah, they didn't really get smashed by 50, did they? They really got smashed by more, but I get you technically right. Bass says, watch the Eels come back. I doubt the Doggies are going to win. Yeah, well, people doubted the Doggies were going to win when they were up by 2 points against the Dragons last week, and they won by 20, so, you know. Melma says, Mamalo last 2 games have been against Storm and smacked both times. I thought Clarkey lived in Canberra. He did, that's what I said. Because the game is in Canberra. It's Canberra, the Raiders versus Titans next week in Canberra. Connor Asher says, are you going to watch the State of Origin game 2 in Brisbane? Nah, I'll probably stream it, mate. I'll probably stream it on here. I'll probably be on the Gold Coast within 2 weeks. So I'll probably go... Yeah, I'll be in the Gold Coast within 2 weeks or so. So, yeah, that's when I'll be going there. So, after that game. So, here we go. The Dogs will kick it off to the Eels. What's his score prediction, guys? Get some score predictions in the chat going on right now. So, the Eels will run this ball back through Sean Lane. 15 minutes out. I just want a good game. I'd love a close game. I'd love an extra time game. Haven't seen an extra time game since the Sharks Dragons. Ooh. So, really, we haven't seen an extra time game in a while. Mangy someone says, it's funny how people think that the Bulldogs have turned their season around because they beat the Dragons last week. I don't think people realise that the Dragons aren't spectacular in beating. Very similar to the Raiders and beating the Broncos last week. People were like, oh, the Raiders are going to make the 8 now, definitely. And it's just like, they beat the Broncos. They beat the last place Broncos, and like, look at them last night. They still faded away again. They're the faders for a reason. I can't, man. You can't look at one result and think, okay, done deal. It's all over. That's what people do. People look way too much into the hype. This is why I say to you guys every time on the channel, people always look way, way, way too strongly into the hype moment and get too much around the moment. And it's like, come on, man. Like, the Raiders beat the last place Broncos. They have been terrible this year. They have the talent in their team. Bulldogs get the ball here 5 minutes out from their own line. They have the talent in their team. That's cool, but they haven't done shit with it. They obviously aren't playing for Ricky Stewart. We get it. We know they're not playing for Ricky Stewart. They don't really like the guy. And there's been so much turmoil within that club. So, like, one game against the last place Broncos doesn't mean that the Raiders are back, or one game for the Dogs against the Dragons doesn't mean the Doggies are back, because the Doggies are not back yet. There's a long way to go. But there's promising signs. As much as you talk shit about that, there's also promising signs in regards to the Raiders getting a good win against the Broncos. And there's promising signs in regards to the Dogs doing this against the Eels and doing that against the Dragons. But there's still 38 minutes to go here this game, so let's not get too excited just yet. So the Doggies here, 40 minutes out here from their own line, fit tackle. Left-hand side, right-hand side, they're going to go, and Avarilla's going to kick this one straight to the Eels. His kicking has been so diabolical in this game. Like, diabolical in this game. Ryan Woolley says, Dogs 22-18. THC Sports says 24-18. Para. Lachlan Gaming says, do you think that the Eels will win at the Penrith? I would not put it past them. Eels with the ball here, 45 minutes out from their own line. Eels grindy play style. I think if the game is in the rain, which Sydney has been very bad for weather lately, but that's 2 weeks away. Wow, completions, 22 from 23 from the Dogs. 96% completion rate to 68%. That tells you everything you need to know. If the Eels can clean up their completion rate, they win this game. They're at 68% right now. The Dogs are at 96% completion rate from the first half. If the Eels can clean up their completion rate, they win this game, and they win this game very, very well. They win this game by 13 plus if they clean their completion rate up. But obviously, they haven't yet. So, fit tackle here for the Eels. They're 35 minutes out here from the line. Desmond says, Penrith won't have their whole team, so Para will win. Yeah, fair call. That's as well. Yeah. Because that's 3 weeks away. Dogs catch the ball here. Oh, I thought he was away for a second then. Blaze at YouTube says, the Dogs please don't win. Why? Why don't you want the Doggies to win unless you're an Eels fan, obviously? Everybody else. Eels and Broncos fans. That's about it. That's about it. So Dogs here with the ball, about 13 metres out here from their own line. Second tackle, not making anywhere near enough metres from this one. But the completion rate is just incredible. Aaron Akol says, yes, Eels going to win by 13 plus. It's not going to happen, bro. But if they can clean their completion rate up, there's a potential for it. But in the same sense, they're down by 4 points right now, bro. Like, unless they can clean it up and clean up quickly, they'll probably win by like 1 at 12. Or probably 1 to 4, realistically. This could be a field goal kind of game, to be completely honest with you. Jasmine says, everyone's an Eels fan these days. Yeah, man, I know. There was no Eels fans. You couldn't dead set find an Eels fan in Parramatta 6 years ago, and now every single man in his dog is an Eels fan. Sean Pellet El Halou says, I subscribed. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much for subscribing. So a minute left of the Neil Corey sin bin for the Eels. Second tackle here for Parramatta. They're 50 metres out here from the line. Third tackle. Bass says, aren't you going to show us a game or just a scoreboard? Now, due to broadcasting restrictions, man, I can't show you the game live. Obviously, it's illegal. That's why you're looking for an illegal stream. But the best I can do is commentate the game, and the live scoreboard is below us. It's you can't show the game on YouTube or Twitch or anything like that because, companies like Fox and Channel 9 pay massive rights for the game. So fourth tackle here for the Eels. They're 40 metres out here on the line, 35 metres out now. Jade also says, do you think Geelong will win the grand final this year? Absolutely. So fifth tackle here for the Eels. Left-hand side they go. Gets off to Mitchell Moses. Moses up in the air here. This is what you want to do in these kind of conditions. I don't think it's windy. Oh! Tackle in air maybe? No, they're not going to call tackle in air. But geez, that was really awkward. That was really, really awkward. That was really awkward catch. So second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 15 metres out. Ratbag says, I reckon the Bulldogs will win, hopefully. I would love to see it, man. I would love to see it. It'd be a massive shock, and obviously it'd bring the Eels fans back down to earth. But overall, it's still difficult to see. It's still a long way to go here. Oh, Marata Niokore will be coming back on the field here for Parramatta. Marata Niokore will be back here. TJC Sports says, yeah, it's become more popular to support Para, but its loud lifetime fans still exist. Oh, yeah, man, I get it. I get it. As a Titans fan, I remember when I was there for 5,000 supporter crowds, and majority of the crowd was also the away team. And then now there's a lot more Titans fans who are pretending that they've been there since I was there, and I'm just like, shut your goddamn mouth, you piece of shit, because I guarantee you weren't there when I was there watching us lose by 50 points to the Melbourne Storm, or 56 or 54 nil. Or was it 54 or 52 nil to the Broncos in 2016? Shee-whiz. But they were like, oh, yeah, I was there too. I saw you. You remember that time at that game when you were there? And I was like, wow, that's what they always say to me. I'm like, I guarantee you weren't there. Belly Boom says, players just arrived for Titans game. Good stuff. All right, so Josh Jackson is going to be coming back onto the field here. Oh, did he go off for a HIA? Sorry. What's going on here? Why are we waiting here still? Kaz, I don't know who I want to win. Yes, you do. You know who you want to win today. It's the Dogs and the Titans. That's who. So what's going on here? Okay, so Josh Jackson's coming back on here for his fellow Doggies player. William Hunt says, David Feeder, pre-match interview. I want this win badly. It's important for the team. Well, of course. No, of course it is, mate. If we lose this game, you could start nearly putting a line through us for the finals. You could nearly start putting a line through the Titans for the finals if they do lose that game in Manly. Because they're bottom 4 right now. They're bottom 4, but I think if they win, they go to like 9th or 10th or something like that. Sean Paul El Halou says, my cousin is at the game and they are going for the Bulldogs. Good stuff. So, third tackle here for the Doggies. They're 20 metres out here from their own line. And it's going to be 4 tackles. Jeez, they have made no metres on that set. No metres. 5th tackle, 30 metres out. They're going to kick. Oh, Dylan Napa, he's shot the ball. Dylan Napa, what are you doing, my guy? That's a sin bin. 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 That's a sin bin, absolutely. Dylan Napa, brother, what are you doing, dude? Why you just let that ball go? He's clearly taking out. This is a sin bin here. It could be a penalty try. This could be a penalty try. This could actually be... I think this is a penalty try. I think this is a penalty try to the Eels. Yeah, I think this is a penalty try for the Eels. I think this is a dead set penalty try for the Eels. And I don't know if you can sin bin as well as penalty try, but this is definitely a penalty try. There's no one even close as well, but I don't know what Napa's doing. Yeah, no, this is a penalty try. No, it's a penalty try. It's a penalty try. Averillo, I don't know what you're doing, and Dylan Napa, I definitely don't know what you're doing, bro. He could have dived on the ball there. He could have just jumped down the ball. Like, Wakeham has to do that at that point, realistically. Yeah, this is a penalty try. This is a penalty try. Yeah, it's a penalty try. So the Parramatta Eels will score a penalty try here. Paddock says, yeah, penalty try. Yeah, it has to be. Like, and you can't hate on Brandon Wakeham for that. Wakeham had to do that realistically, as long as he doesn't get sin binned here. As long as he doesn't get sin binned here. I don't understand why Trent Barrett's shaking his head. That's a blatant penalty try. So it will be 12-10 here to Parramatta. That is just stupid. No, it should be a try. Bullshit. No, that absolutely should be a try. On every single game ever, that is absolutely a penalty try there for the Parramatta Eels. Brandon Wakeham, you can't complain about. You have to look at Dylan Napa there for being... Like, he could dive here. Like, what is Averillo doing? Averillo hits it into Napa. Napa, all you have to do is dive, dude. What are you doing? Like, that's on Napa. I'm sorry. Averillo, yes, take some blame. That is absolutely on Dylan Napa every day of the week. That's absolutely on Dylan Napa every day of the week. I blame Dylan Napa for that try absolutely against the Dogs. All he has to do is jump on the ball. All he has to do there is jump on the ball, and it was an easy jump on the ball. I do not get it. I don't get it. John Penn says, please call the game. We missed what went on. I literally have been telling you what's been going on. I have word for word said what's been going on for the last 5-10 minutes. I have no idea how you've missed what's going on in the game. I have no idea, because I've just told you the game is 12-10. I just told you it was a penalty try. I just said that Dylan Napa, obviously, the ball went into him, and it was his fault. He didn't jump on the ball. I just said Averillo passed the ball, and I just said Brandon Wakeham tackled him to get to make a penalty try. I'm not too certain how you haven't seen me talking about the game, because that is word for word what absolutely just happened, literally. So 33 minutes and 50 seconds to go. John Penner says you were talking about other games. No, I was not, mate. I was telling you exactly what was happening in this game. So 33 minutes 40 to go here. It is 12-10 Parramatta. I think I know what I was talking about because I'm the one talking. I think I know what I was talking about. Wow, 4 of you just timed out, buddy. Aparem Toma. That's good. That's great. So second tackle here for the Eels. They're 30 minutes out even the line. Thank you much to Ethan Stan for subscribing. Let us know in the chat who you are going for, Ethan. So right-hand side here for the Eels. They're 35 minutes out here from the lines. Third tackle here for the Eels. They're up 12-10 right now. Third tackle, right-hand side, Marata Niokore now taken down about 45 metres out here from the... 50 metres out. Good run there from Niokore, to be honest with you. Louis Killarang says, when are they going to announce Origin teams? I think New South Wales after this game, and I think Queensland tomorrow. But I think this is a set restart here. It is a set restart here for the Eels. It is a set restart here for the Eels. And what do I say? If the Eels can clean up their completion rate, they win this game. And they've cleaned their completion rate up. I don't think they've dropped the ball once in this game so far. In the second half so far. Sorry, their first half was shocking. They were like 66% or something like that. Second tackle here for the Eels. They're 35 minutes out here from the line. 25 minutes out. They get the ball out to Mitchell Moses, who gets it off to Papali'i. Papali'i, 20 metres out now, 15 metres out now. Good run by Papali'i. He's still going here. He's still going here. 10 metres out, 5 metres out. He's still going. Taken down. Third tackle. Third tackle here. So third tackle, right-hand side. Ratbacks, if Titans weren't in the game, who would you go for? Probably Sharkies, man, for my mum, but I don't really care. But if you're going to talk about in regards to if the Titans were never a team, I would have ended up being a Broncos fan. So 4 tackle here for the Eels, 10 metres out, right-hand side. They go, kicks it through, play that, and it's going to be off. It's going to be dead ball. So 7 tackle set restart here for the 7 tackle set restart here for the Bulldogs. Laura Go says, g'day. Hello, Laura. How are we doing? Who are you going for in today's game? But the Eels, unfortunately, through Madison, the ball will go over the line there, and it will be a 7 tackle set restart from the 20-metre line for the Doggies. Ooh, it was close, but there was a chance there for the Eels to really try and nearly put this game to bed, because I honestly don't see the Dogs coming back from more than 1 try scoreline today. I think the Dogs need to be the ones to score next, because I just can't see. Oh, that's a set restart, absolutely. How is that not a set restart there for the Dogs? Boy, that's beyond me. So Dylan Napa here will be at the ball about 45 metres out from his own line here. William Hunt says, phew. I tell you what, you bloody needed that one. Dogs here, good run. Jeremy Marshall-King, third tackle, 45 metres out from the Eels line. Right-hand side, Brandon Wakeham gets it. Now 40 metres out, 35 metres out, and Josh Jackson with the ball. Hasn't done a great deal today, Josh Jackson. I would be expecting a lot more from him, considering this is his type of game, in my opinion. Avarillo nearly... Oh, jeez. Adam nearly dropped that ball, sorry, but that pass was weird. Wayne Muller, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you, dude. So fifth tackle here, left-hand side they go. Wakeham with the ball, kicks it through. Not a terrible kick. I would have expected a high kick there. I would expect that considering the rain you put up in the air and you try and make them drop it. So I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure why you would grab that ball through there, Wakeham. He's had a pretty good kicking game. I think he should be putting up in the air. William Hunt says, let's go Dylan Napa, redemption's time. Well, he's already scored a try in this game, mate, so the redemption has been served. But with 31 minutes to go here, guys, 12-10 to Parramatta, 1 like away from 60. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not already, and subscribe if you are new around here. Lego, baby. K-Dog says, who tipped Manly and Gold Coast Titans? 100% of people tip the Gold Coast Titans. So first tackle here for the Eels. They're 11 metres out from their own line. Sporting says, will Teddy play for Italy? I think so, yeah. Doesn't he play? He plays for Italy, doesn't he? Oh, no, he'd be playing for... Oh, he might play for Italy. I'm not too sure. I think he would. But then again, he's not going to win shit for Italy, so I don't really understand. Gutherson here is away. 35 metres out, 40 metres out here from the line now. Mackenzie Boyd says, nice hat. He's a good one. It's a Titans one too. So left-hand side here for the Eels. They're 45 metres out. Gets it through. Sean Lane has broken through. This actually should be a try here. There's like a 3. Oh, Sean Lane with the dummy. It's going to be a try. Sean Lane with the dummy. And I think that defence of the Dogs is so poor. I think that defence of the Dogs is so poor. Like, why are you letting... Like, you've got the forward there. I'm sorry. You've got a man on the inside. You don't go for the intercept there in that situation. You go for the tackle. You go for the man for the ball. He's a forward. You don't expect that pass to be perfect. You've got a man on the inside defending. Yes, there's a 3-on-2 situation back there. The Eels should still score regardless. But I don't understand why you go for the intercept in that situation. You need to try and lock the ball down. You got the Bulldogs play coming out from the right-hand side there. That defense there. Is it Meaney? Meaney there should have been doing much better than that. Meaney should have been going for the play with the ball there. Meaney has to be... You can't be going for the intercept in that situation there. You have to be going for Sean Lane, and that was just so obvious. Sean Lane, Meaney was playing a game of poker there and flipped his cards like this and said, I'm calling all in. And flipped his cards like this so you can see his cards. Like, that was stupid. That makes no sense. Meaney was nowhere near Sean Lane. Sean Lane didn't even need to fake the dummy. He could have just kept running himself. He could have just kept going anyway. He could have dead set just kept running and not even faked the pass on the inside. Didn't even need to fake it. Kingo says, what a dummy. Yeah, we didn't even need to do it. Nick Meaney, that was such bad defensive. That was so bad. Kingo says, can't blame the refs. Nah, that's not the refs' fault. No, that's not the refs' fault. No, I'm not blaming the refs here. Paddy Cass says, Teddy plays for Australia, declared for Australia. Oh, that sucks. I would have loved to have seen him play for Italy. I'd love to have seen him play for Italy. You know, like Anthony Minicello did back in the day, obviously, and Mark Minicello. Jade also says, this ref can munch and crunch a ball. Well, why? I don't understand what the ref did wrong there. What was wrong with the referee there? So 18-10 here to Parramatta with 28.5 minutes to go here of the game. Next game coming up, Titans versus the long-necked buddy giraffe man, Cherry Evans. Reese Domino says, do you think KSL will beat Austin McBroom? Austin McBroom sucks. Thank you very much, Gaming with Chris, for subscribing. Appreciate ya. Ratbag says, no, not just then when it was a penalty try. I believe it was a penalty try. I think it was a penalty try every day of the week. I personally think that was absolutely a penalty try. So, no, I don't believe that was the wrong call. I think the right call was made there. Because no matter what, Mitchell Moses was getting there first. Yes, obviously you can't guarantee that he puts the ball over the line, but he's going to put the ball over the line there. Like, it's common sense. It's a penalty try. It realistically is common sense. You know, this is what I say to you guys every week. We can't complain about the referees when they're not doing anything wrong. When they're getting the right calls made, you cannot complain about them, because then when they don't get the right calls, which is a lot of the time, then, our complaints aren't going to be taken notice of. No one's going to give a shit about our complaints, because we always complain regardless. And this is what the NRL always says. You're going to complain, win or lose or draw. Doesn't matter. So we're just going to do the decisions that we want to do. I'm sorry. This is why you can't complain about referees when they're not doing anything wrong. Jean-Paul El Halous is he played for Italy in 2017. That's why I thought that he'd probably be playing for. But then again, Patercat would probably know. He'd probably know, but I didn't know. I don't know. Manning 7 says, considering where the Eels and Bulldogs are on the ladder, the scoreboard isn't looking very comfortable for the Eels. Well, Dogs were up at halftime 10-6, so absolutely not. The Dogs were up at halftime 10-6, mate. So absolutely not is this scoreline comfortable here for the Eels at all. But there is 28 minutes to go. It is rainy conditions. It is shithouse conditions. I said that the Dogs probably needed to score next when they were down by 2 points, 12-10. It's set reason over the Eels. The Eels, I said, once they get their completed sets going, thank you very much, Marilisoni Matatonga, for subscribing, and also Michaela Gabrielle. Appreciate it. Once the Eels started completing their sets and started getting rolling through their sets, because they had a 66% completion rate in the first half, compared to the 96% for the Dogs were still only up by 4 points with a 30+% bonus on what the Eels were doing. Advantage is probably the right word to use there. The Eels would win. And I said they'd probably win by 13+ if they did get that completion rate going. So they have got the completion rate going, and their third tackle, 20 minutes out, up by 8 points already with 27 minutes to go. So Eels here, right-hand side, gets it off, and it's going to be Dylan Brown who gets it off to Sean Lane. Lane taking down 15 minutes short here of the line. Rafael Viane says, how long to go? 27 minutes left here, mate. Thank you much, Cheryl Kieran, for subscribing. So fifth tackle here for the Eels. They're 5 meters out here from the line. What are they going to do here? They can't go short side. They go to the left-hand side. Gets it off. Mitchell Moses kicks it through. Nice little kick here. It's going to be bouncing, and it's going to be a dropout. It'll be a dropout here for the Eels from the Doggies. Requiem X says, do you think the Bulldogs might win? Probably not, mate. Probably not. I said once the Eels complete their sets and get their completion rate going, they'll win 13+. And right now, they've got their completion rate fixed from the first half of 66% completion rate, and now they're probably sitting around maybe 75%, 80%. I don't think they've knocked the ball on the second half, so I think their completion rate is pretty much 100% in the second half, I'd say. Pauline Spiteri, thank you very much for subscribing. So the Eels will have the ball here, 35 minutes out from the line. Right-hand side they go, gets it off. It's going to be Sean Lane, who scored the nice little try just before. Elaine Graham says, what's the weather? The weather is raining, not heavy, but it's raining still. So second half possession has been 84% to the Eels and 82% in the territory of the Doggies. Gee whiz, the Eels are massively in favour in the second half. They're coming home strongly. So if the Eels score here, it's game over and they'll win 13+. Right-hand side here, Gutherson gets it off, and chance for Opacek. Opacek taken down. Third tackle, 10 metres out here from the line. Melmo says, Clint Gutho, most overrated fullback in the comp. Well, he's not done anything today, but in the same sense, he's still top 5. I say top 5. No, top 3. Nowhere near top 3, but top 5. But yes, overrated in my opinion, yes. Fourth tackle here for the Eels. They're 8 metres out. Left-hand side they go. In regards to leadership, I don't think overrated. I think leadership is underrated. Thank you much, Mighty Slayer, for subscribing. Leadership, I think he's underrated. But in regards to actually ball-playing skills, I do think he's a little bit overrated. So fifth tackle here for the Eels. They're 15 metres out. Left-hand side they go. Up it goes in the air. 25 minutes left here. Eels with a chance. Is that knock on? No, it's gone backwards. And now he's gone backwards too, the Dogs. So it's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout here. Reece someone says, I think Manly will win 42-10. I think you're an idiot. Mang 7 says, I've noticed there is a lot of hype around Gutherson as a fullback. It's only from Eels fans, mate. It's legit only from Eels fans. No one else, everyone else respects him as a fullback, but like anyone who says he's a top 3 fullback, you can tell they're an Eels fan immediately. So 25 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. We're 1 like away from 70. I know we're on 69, which is a great number, but we need 1 more like to hit 70. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Mighty Slayer says, hi, how are you? Going all right, mate? This is an interesting game, but the Eels should, hold it out from here. Sean Lane goes off the field. What's going on here? It's been late contact on Dylan Brown. Oh, it's in the bin. There's a Bulldogs player in the bin here. There's a Bulldogs player who's gone to the bin here. Okay. There's a Bulldogs player, Luke Thompson, has just randomly gone to the bin here. Apparently there was late contact on Dylan Brown. It was high. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is there's apparently late contact on Dylan Brown here, and that's late contact. It's not a sin bin any other time besides this year, but that's the sin bin this year. Lion says, thoughts on the West Tigers after getting flogged by 66-16. I know, I was watching the game last night, mate. If you want to know my thoughts, tomorrow on BKR Clips, my second channel, you should subscribe to it right now. You will see my thoughts on that game because we streamed it last night and it was interesting. Eels here, right-hand side, chance here for the Eels. Got to send it on the inside. Tries to get the offload away, couldn't get the offload away. Third tackle here for the Eels. They're 3 metres short here of the line. And the referee's calling a penalty here, I think. Well, what's going on here with the Dogs? So Adam Elliott's down here. Danny says, no force in there late hit. He pulled out of the tackle. Disagree with the call. Sorry, I didn't really see. Look, I saw it. I thought there was a late hit. Penalty. I didn't get to see if it was high contact or not. So it looked like it could have been high contact from the distance, but I didn't see it at the close angle. Dade also says you have 3 YouTube channels, yeah? Yeah, I have this one, BKR Sport, BKR Travel, and BKR Clips. However, obviously BKR Travel I will start posting on as soon as I can get a bit more time. But BKR Clips will start up from tomorrow onwards with all the stream clips. Plus, obviously, we stream every day on here anyway. Real Gaming Channel says, who's your favourite team? I'm a Gold Coast Titans fan, man. I'm from the Gold Coast, so we'll be streaming the game right after this. I actually love this, by the way. I'm so chuffed. I made this merchandise, obviously, as I made all these posters. The quality of this stuff is so good. If you guys want to buy your own team, obviously, in the description below, you can check out the Redbubble website. By the way, we're just waiting here for the injury to Adam Elliott. That's why we're still sitting here not talking about the game. But yeah, if you want your own team's merchandise, it's good quality. I always wear this. I love it. On the Redbubble website, BKR Sport. Melman says, refs have handed the Eels this game. Why? How? Raphael Vian says, has Clint Guthrie got a try? No, mate. So Dylan Brown and look, it's kind of head-to-head clash there. I don't necessarily believe that's a sin bin, but I believe it's definitely a penalty. But I guess you can say it was late contact, and he does get hit around the head. I know it's head-to-head contact, but in the same sense, he does technically get hit around the head, and it is technically late. So you can make an argument for the referee being in the right call there. It's definitely a penalty for the late hit, though. Absolutely, there's no argument about that. Melman says, so many shitty set resets for the Eels. Nah. Anthony Papanowden says, I love when Collingwood choke. No, buddy, they are chokers. They are chokers. Mike Slater says, Bulldogs were never going to win. Well, they had a good chance. They were up 10-6 at half time. But there's still 24 minutes to go here. I don't think the Dogs can come back, especially when there's a man in the bin. I don't think it can be happening here. Fabcash says, we'll sue you for the merch, no doubt. Can't do that, man, because if you have a look at all the merchandise, I actually created all that individually, and I've done plenty of research. No, they can't. So 4 tackle here for the Eels, 10 metres out here from the line. 4 tackle. As you can see, a lot of pages also do this kind of stuff, but they can't, mate. So Eels here, left-hand side. Gutherson taking 3 metres out here from the line. I do love when people talk as if they know what they're talking about, though. So 5th tackle here, right-hand side, 15 metres out. Or what do you want me to say? I'm so scared. And up it goes to the Eels. Knock on. Go Jordan says, my predictions for the last game. Fabcash, we'll see. No, mate, I'm so terrified. Mighty Slayer says, Bulldogs are only good in the first half. Well, they're never usually good. So if they're good in the first half, at least they're improving. At least they're doing better. So 0 tackle here, left-hand side, gets it off it. And they're going to be 35 metres out here from the line. And it's going to be set restart here now. So the Dogs are going to be getting into a nice little attacking position here. Set restart. 18-10 is the score. Dogs to the right-hand side. Now inside the attacking half on second tackle. Dasman says, at least I'm not a Tigers fan. Well, the Dogs are second last and the Tigers aren't. So at least, yes, look. In regards to last night, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But in regards to the competition, I don't know about that one, mate. So 4 tackle here. Well, then again, at least the Dogs have been in the finals in the last 10 years. They've been in the grand final the last 10 years. The last time the Tigers were in the finals was 2011. So right-hand side here, chance here for the Dogs. They're 20 metres out of the line. 5th tackle, trying to get the offload away. Can't get the offload away. Well, the Doggies. So 22.5 minutes left. Right-hand side they go. Chance here. Averillo puts the ball up in the air. That's a better kick than he's been doing all game. And knock on for the Eels. Chance here for the Doggies now. Gets it back out. It's set restart. It's 6 more here for the Dogs. Jerry Marshall-King gets the ball. 10 metres out here on the line. Here come the Doggies. Brendan Westerling says it almost felt right when Nia Corey got sent to the sin bin in the first half. Yeah, I know. So left-hand side here, it's going to be a big Bubba Nappa who's scored a try already in this game so far. 5 metres out here from the line. Go Jordan says Gold Coast Titans 32, Manly 16. Good stuff. So first tackle here for the Dogs. They're 5 metres short now, and that's going to be Hetherington taken down. Considering the Dogs have a man down right now, it is absolutely crazy that they are in an attacking position to potentially bring this game within 2 points. So third tackle for the Dogs. They're 7 metres short here of the line. Third tackle. 22 minutes left. Left-hand side they go. Chance here. Dylan Napa. Big Bubba Napa. 5 metres short. They're still not making a great deal of metres here, though. They don't need to make a great deal of metres. They only need 5 more metres, but they're literally staying at that 5 metre area. Oh, knock on for the Dogs. Knock on. Knock on for the Doggies. Knock on from the Doggies. Reece Summerlin says the Warriors were robbed. I think we can all agree on that. The Warriors were shithouse and they were not robbed. The Knights were the better team in that game. They won the game and the Warriors are not good, mate. That is why they lost. It was also wet conditions. You guys should have been the favourites and you lost. You had no Harris Tavita, so you can make an excuse, but also your half situation is shocking. Your hooker roll is shocking, and it's just not looking the goods for the Warriors. But knock on there from the Doggies. We'll give the Eels back the ball. 5 minutes out from their own line. Zempai says Dogs have Manly next week. If they lose to Manly, then Brisbane end up being 15th. Well, no. What? Well, no. What? Dogs have Manly next week. If they lose to Manly, then Brisbane end up being 15th. What? What are you talking about? I don't know what's going on here. What are you talking about here? So, Eels will have the ball here. I'm trying to understand what you mean. Dogs have... What are you talking about? So, right-hand side here, it's going to be second tackle here for the Eels. Third tackle now. They're 30 metres out here from the line. Taken down. Papali'i with the ball. And it's going to be set restart too. Jeez, big call there. Big call. Big call. Big call. 20 minutes left here. First tackle of the Eels. They're 40 minutes out from their own line right now. OG finesses Chunky tight in this stream. Is he? Who's Chunky? Desmond says Broncos have a bye, I think. Yeah, they do have a bye, but I think that's 2 or 3 weeks away, isn't it? Oh, Eels here, right-hand side. Chance for the Eels. They're away here on the wing. Hayes Dunster. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's trying to offload the ball. It's gone forward. It's going to Dog's ball. Oh, so close. So close. Now, Faoso. Let's go to the Eels. Getting around Parramatta. Jeez, that was so close there for Parramatta. Hayes Hunter breaks away, tries to get the offload away as he's been tripped up there, and unfortunately throws it forward. So first tackle here for the Dogs. Big Bubba Nappa gets it out to about the 20-metre line here. No one's to see the refs just giving them the game. Why? Anthony Papanathan says, why does everyone say Josh Papali'i like Isaiah Papali'i? Because that's his name. Because just because it's spelt, it doesn't have the apostrophe. Josh came out and said that's how his name is. So Dogs with the ball here, right-hand side. It's going to be Kotrich now, who gets it out to about the 40-metre line. Fourth tackle here. Look, you can't complain with how the Dogs have played today. Avarillo's kicking has been very, very bad, and you can complain about that. Thank you very much to Manan Hussain for subscribing. Still 4 minutes 20 to go here of the sin bin for the Dogs, by the way. But you can't complain about the Dogs overall. It's just their kicking game from Avarillo and arguably Wakeham too has been less than exciting. And that kick is actually pretty good, to be honest with you. It's going to bounce perfectly here. It's a knock on from Hayes Sunset. No, he's lucky he didn't drop that ball. How did he not drop that ball? Wow. That was very scary there for every Eels fan out there. Oh my goodness me. Brendan Westling says no one plays next week because of Origin on Sunday, I'm pretty sure. No, they're talking about 2 weeks away. Dasmate says, Neil, he can't due to broadcasting restrictions. Yeah, I can't show you the game due to broadcasting restrictions, guys. It is illegal. The best I can do is commentate, let you guys know what's going on and having a good time with you guys in the chat. So hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. So fourth tackle here for the Eels. They're at the halfway point right now. Still only an 8-point game. The Dogs have been pretty good for the last 10 minutes, but they do have that man in the bin, which is the biggest problem for them. Jeez, Campbell Gillard nearly drops that ball. Nearly drops it, but he does hold that ball up. 3 likes away from 80, guys. 3 likes away from 80. Smack the thumbs up button. So fifth tackle here. Up it goes here from the Eels. Mitchell Moses. Here we go. Can the Doggies hold on to this one? It's a good kick from Mitch Moses. And the Dogs knock it on. No, it's gone backwards. No, it has gone forward. The Eels will get the ball here. The Eels will sneak this little bad boy right up there. And Kelly Jeffrey says, is Justin Olam eligible to play Origin? I don't believe so. I believe he was born in Papua New Guinea, grew up in Papua New Guinea. I think the only reason that they're trying to say he qualifies is maybe he played for Queensland Cup, maybe? In Queensland? I don't know. I don't know what the qualification is behind the Justin Olam discussion. I haven't done anywhere near enough research into what the qualification process is for how Justin Olam would be qualifying, because I believe maybe he played for... Did he play for the Hunters? Did he play for the Hunters in the Queensland Cup? Because other than that, I don't really get how you could classify him as a Queenslander. I'm a Queenslander, so I would love to see Olam, but in the same sense, I don't believe it's right if he's not from Queensland, born in Queensland, or at least played in Queensland. Dazmate said, King Jeffrey said, that's right, I already read that comment. Oh, Eels here, chance, you want me to read out? Second tackle here for the Eels, second tackle. Osman Yusuf says, go the Bulldogs. Dazmate says, Olamar as well, but because we have Samoans in our team. Yeah, I know. It'd be New South Wales versus Samoa. It would be Samoa versus Papua New Guinea at that point. So third tackle here for the Eels. May as well get Jason Tamalolo from Tonga as we can, because he does qualify for Queensland, but obviously he plays for a Tier 1 nation in Tonga. So third tackle here for the Eels. Nathan Brown taken down 10 metres short right now. There we go. Can the Eels seal this game? If they can score here and convert, they seal the game and make it too hard basket for the Doggies. Fourth tackle. Eels. Chance. Campbell Gillard. Try time. Parramatta. Score the try. It should be game over. That should be game over, man. Game over. 16 minutes to go here. The man in the bin has really cost the Doggies here, and it's 22-10 with a kick to come from basically right in front. It's not right in front, but it's close enough to classify it as right in front. But then again, Darren Lockyer missed a kick from here just 2 weeks ago. But the Eels will score a try there. I feel like the Eels fans should be very lucky to have won this game. They definitely were down 10-6 at halftime, obviously. They've come back. Like I said, I called this game perfectly. I said if the Eels can fix their completion rate up, because they were at 66% completion rate at halftime, the Dogs were at 96%. They'd only dropped the ball once, right? If the Eels at halftime, if they could complete their sets and fix their completion rate, they'd win this game 13+. And they fixed their completion rate. I don't believe they've knocked the ball on once. They might have knocked it on once, and now they're winning 13+. They're going to be up 24-10 with a kick, 22-10 with a kick to come right now, and they're probably going to score more. So, yeah, as I said, this is halftime, guys. Kelly Jeffrey says restrictions for Origin should consider Olam like other Pacific Islanders. But Olam, I believe, was born in PNG, from PNG, grew up in PNG. I think the only qualification, unless I'm wrong, tell me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I believe the only way they're trying to qualify him is via him playing in the Queensland Cup, which is wrong, which he's not Queenslander then. He's not a Queenslander. If he only played in Queensland Cup and played his first representative game for Papua New Guinea Hunters in Queensland, he should not be qualifying. I would love to see him. He's one of the best centers in the game, but I don't think he qualifies on that. But that's what I'm assuming is his qualification process. So I don't know the exact qualification process. But the Eels will convert the try there, and it's 15 minutes to go here of the game, 24-10 to the Parramatta Eels. Dazmate says, I'll jump on Rugby League Live and beat Parra by 100. Fatukala family says, Bulldogs are going to win, boy. Bulldogs going to win. Well, they're down 24-10 right now, and there's only 15 minutes to go, and they've still got a man in the bin. So I would probably assume no. But let's see if we can get to 90 likes. We're on 84 likes right now. Let's see if we can get to 6 more likes, and Schmagaruno, the thumbs up. Zempai says the only qualifications is playing for a state first. No, the qualification is by playing your first professional game in either Queensland or New South Wales. Tamalolo's from Queensland, I'm pretty sure. But because he plays for a Tier 1 nation in Tonga, he can't qualify for State of Origin. Luca Jones says, G'day, how you been? Hello, Luca. Because Tonga is obviously a Tier 1 nation, Samoa not. But I think those rules should be adjusted too. I think if you're not playing for Australia and you're not playing for the Australian national team, you shouldn't arguably be in Origin. My personal opinion. So 14.5 minutes left here. Dasman says, how does To'o and Luai qualify then? Because Samoa is not a Tier 1 nation. Samoa is a Tier 2 nation. You're only not allowed to qualify if you are a Tier 1 nation and you're playing for that other team. So, set restarting for the Eels. So the Eels are killing them now. The Eels are just pulling them away. They're just pulling them away here. Hayden Lass says, there's no stream delay. Good stuff, man. Glad to hear. With 14 minutes left here. There's a delay for the Doggies, though. So Eels slam down here, 40 minutes out. Ratbag says, do you watch soccer at all? I've been loving the Euros, mate. Loving them. But haven't been streaming them, no. So third tackle here for the Eels. Junior Paulo. Bulldogs next 5 games. Manly at home. Roosters at home. Rabbitohs away. Sharks at home. And then the Titans at home. So, geez, they're probably going to lose all 5 of those games. Especially that last game. Geez, they're going to get flogged. They're going to get walloped by those Titans. Gee whiz, they're a good team. So third tackle for the Eels. They're 35 minutes out even the line. Mang says, is Lebanon a Tier 2 nation? I don't know if they're Tier 2 or Tier 3, but they're definitely not Tier 1. So right-hand side here for the Eels. They're 35 minutes out. Don't forget, guys, we will be streaming the Titans versus Manly game right after this. That says, a bit of a delay for me. It's half-time still. Mate, you wish it was still half-time, to be honest with you. Zempai says, good GG Dogs was a good run. Well, it's probably going to be 30-10. I'd say the final scoreline here will be 30-10. I'm going to say the Eels score one more try in this game. But good take there by Kotrich. Good catch by Kotrich. Matthew Rogers says, Eels shit. Haven't had a good game today, man. Look, obviously they're going to take the win, and if you're an Eels fan, you're happy with it. You're kind of happy you get the 2 points, but in the same sense, like, there is a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. Mariah Hassawi says, show the game. No. So 12 minutes for you left here. I'm not even going to give you... I'm not even going to explain why. I'm not even going to do it. I'm just going to say no. So third tackle here for the Doggies. So 20 minutes out. The S says hi and go Para. Hello, the S. And Parramatta looking a goods now in the second half. So 80% territory in the second half for Parramatta Eels. Jeez, they've absolutely annihilated them in the second half. Dogs here, left-hand side, though, knock on. Knock on. The pass wasn't great, and unfortunately, Brandon Wakeham is going to drop his lollies everywhere, and the Eels are going to get a nice attack and set here on the line. Lucy Lamalangi says, go the Bulldogs. Richie Production says, full-time score, Eels 30, Bulldogs 10. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Don't steal my scoreline prediction. How dare you steal my scoreline prediction? K-Dog says, Broncos should sign Matt Duffy and Corey Norman. You do realise that Corey Norman came from the Broncos, right? You do realise Corey Norman went from the Broncos to the Eels and then to the Dragons, right? The Broncos got rid of him. Broncos got rid of him, my man. Daniel Celeste says, is that a regular question you get asked to show what you're streaming? Show what you're streaming about? Oh my God, they're going to kick it on first. They're going to kick it on first off the scrum, and it's going to be a dropout. Going to be a dropout. Yeah, absolutely. We get asked that question every stream. But I say all the time, no, due to broadcasting restrictions. Thank you very much to the S for subscribing. Appreciate you. Is this going to be, what's going on here? High contact? HIA? What's going on? Yeah, it is a HIA here for Nick Kotrich. Brendan Westling says, trying to find qualifications for Origin from Islander players is another way of trying to find shortcuts to catch up with New South Wales, which is never the Queensland way. Yeah, look, New South Wales is basically Samoa at this point. So, like, you know, we're basically turning it into an all-star. Like, I get it. I get Little Line that's from Blacktown, but, like, or Mount Druitt or whatever it is. But point of matter is that, yeah, it's somewhat turning into an all-stars. And we'll obviously see eventually, more than likely, Tamalolo gets qualification and shit. Like, yeah. Hopefully Samoa do really well at this World Cup, and then we can call them a Tier 1 nation, and then you won't be seeing Luai playing next year with Brian To'o. Haley Babaj says Bulldogs my second favourite team. Haley Babaj says New South Wales are better than New South Wales. That's a difficult call. New South Wales are better than New South Wales, but also not as good as New South Wales. So you're not wrong, but you are also right. It's going to be a knock-on from Parramatta here. You're not wrong, but you're also wrong. You are also wrong, mate. The Parramatta are going to challenge us. You may as well. Like, it's not going to. This game's not going to change, but we're just waiting for the big boys to come on in about 20 minutes' time. Ooh, nice little Gold Coast Titans versus Manly Seagulls. Don't forget, guys, we will be streaming the game right after this one. Captain's challenge right now from the Eels. Caddy says, go to Gold Coast. Exactly right, mate. Go Jordan says, who do you support in the A-League? I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, my guy. Thank you very much, Richie, 1993, for subscribing. So up it goes here from the Dogs. They're just challenging this call here, the Eels. They're saying the Dogs knocked this ball on first. But I'm pretty certain the Eels knock it on first, but I could be wrong. No, it is off the Dogs. No, that's a good call. It's a good call. Daniel Celeste says Titans by 10, I reckon. Mate, good on you, mate. I love your work. That's the type of comment I want to see. That is the type of comment that I would like to be seeing. I'm pretty certain this is a knock-on for the Dogs here. It could be simultaneous. Yeah, so it's a knock-on for the Dogs. So the Eels will get the ball here. Good challenge. Sim Warren says, I'm tipping the Eels. Nah, bullshit. Nah, no way. The Eels aren't winning from here. They're only up 24-10, but there's no way they win from here. You're drunk, mate. You're out of control. I think you need to calm down, mate. There's no way the Eels can win from here. Jed Kerr says, go the Titans today. Sorry, bro. I don't know why you're saying sorry when you're saying go the Titans. I don't know. My Slayer says, go the Titans. Yeah, good on them, mate. So 11 minutes, 14 left here. Eels with the ball. Dylan Brown, 15 metres out. They're packing the scrummaruno. Packing the scrum. Bit more points to put a bit more of a sealer on it. Gets it off to Wanga Blake, who's taking down 10 metres short here of the line. Neo Fayoso says, go Queensland. Yeah, get around, you new. Get around the Queenslanders. We will be streaming next Sunday's game between Queensland and New South Wales. Obviously, we'll be streaming that All Blacks versus Tonga game next Saturday as well. I'm so glad I get to do it. Thank you much, Running Man, for subscribing. International Rugby starts up next week again, and I love my international rugby, so I can't wait to be streaming all those rugby games. The Eels here, chance here for the Eels. Gets the offload away to Okore. Gets it off to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown's going to go himself, and he's going to be taken down 3 metres short. No, he's still going here, taking down 2 metres short. Sammy Souza says, predictable result against a shit team like the Puppies. Eels winning as expected. Yeah, but they were down 10-6 at halftime, the Eels. So left-hand side here for the Eels. 10 metres out. Wonga Blake still going here. Gets around. And he's going to be taken down 14 metres short here of the line. K-Dog says, I'm going to Origin next Sunday. Good on you, man. Well, hope you have a good time. It's a good time to be. At Suncorp, it's a good place to be at. Oh, that's a terrible kick from Moses. That is a shocking kick from Moses. But it's going to stay in bounds. It will be a dropout too. It just set up perfectly at the end there. It set up perfectly at the end there. Mariah, you just have to shoot a comment through. You don't need to ask me to say your name. Just shoot a comment through asking a question about the game or who you support, and then I read that comment out. Do my best. Fab Castro says New South Wales 3-0. Wouldn't surprise me, mate. As a Queensland fan, I would love to expect us to do something at Suncorp. I've seen plenty of times over the years where a team wins by a massive margin and loses the next game. I.e. last year, New South Wales won, 36-6 or some shit in New South Wales and then got beaten in Queensland Game 3. So, look, I've seen Origin is a game where you can't really rely on what happened in the last game to tell you what happens. But New South Wales realistically should go into as favourites, and they have a much better backline. So you'd expect 3-0, but in the same sense, there's still a long way to go for the Queensland team to prove anything otherwise. Thank you very much, Fab Castro, for subscribing. Appreciate you. So third tackle here for the Eels. They're 15 metres out right now. Right-hand side they go. Chance here for the Eels. Dylan Brown taking down 10 metres out. Cronzy says, the Titans lose this match. I don't know if they're going to make the 8. They need to come out firing. Absolutely, mate. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Forward tackle for the Eels. Mitchell Moses kicks it through. No, he doesn't. He gets it off to Gutho. Gutho gets it out to the wing. And chance here for the Eels. They will score. Hayes Dunster goes and puts it over the line. It is 28-10 with a kickaroono to come. That is a nice try there by the Parramatta Eels. And with 9 minutes to go there, the Eels lead 28-10 with a kick to come. The Pen and Pen says game 2 prediction. I'm gonna say Queensland, but in the same sense, New South Wales should win it. Thank you much, Dion Gordon, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Like I said, guys, don't forget we will be showing the next game, Titans versus Manly. That's probably going to be the better game of today. It's a beautiful day up there, apparently on the Gold Coast too. So wish I was there watching my boys, but obviously we'll be streaming here regardless. Hayden Ladd says, let's go. I wonder if Eels fans are going to have the audacity to talk shit out of this game. I wonder. We have a lot of Eels fans who talk a lot of egotistical shit on this channel, and I'm interested to see if the Eagles fans have the audacity to come out here and try and say that their team has played fantastic today. Because the scoreline suggests they have, but there was also a first half that we will not forget. But the second half, they've really killed it. And I called it. I said, if they complete their sets, they'll win this game by 13+. And they have. They complete their sets, and they're going to win the game by 13+. Raphael Vian says, anyone who's out for Manly or Titans game? I think it's just Corey Thompson for the Titans. I don't think anyone's out for Manly. I think it's just Corey Thompson for the Titans, but he's been out for literally like 6 weeks. He's been out for a while. He's probably our better player. He was our best player for the start of the year, in my opinion. So there's 7.5 minutes to go here, guys. It's 28-10. There's a kick to come here from the Eels from the sideline. 3 likes away from 90. 3 likes away from 90. Schmackaruno. The thumbs up button, if you haven't already. If you have already, just ignore me when I say that. Just reminding people, let's just keep it on ticking, baby. Keep it on ticking, baby. Hayden Lass says there's a lot of Bulldogs fans that talk shit about Parramatta. Oh, Hayden, don't, brother. No, mate. You don't want me to give my opinion on Parramatta, do you? Eels kick the conversion through, and it's going to be 30-10. I just said the scoreline, buddy, would happen. I said 30-10, didn't I? Didn't I say at the beginning of the game 34-10? I can't remember. You guys could go back in the stream and probably check it out. I think I said Parramatta to win like 36-10 or 34-10 or something like that. And no, I gave credit to the Bulldogs. I changed it from 34-10 to 24-16. I gave credit to the Dogs, actually. I gave a little bit more generosity to the Dogs. Go Jordan says, I go for MacArthur. Good on you, man. Moe plays King Street at Sixers and Hawks. Well, you can see a poll in the chat that's talking about that. Emmy says, ouch for the Dogs. They played really well. Did they? Like, Jake Averillo was horrible in the first half. And Jake Averillo's been horrible in the second half. I'm not blaming Jake Averillo, but in the same sense, the Dogs haven't been. Got it right. Brendan Westling says, Dogs fans may as well think I did on Friday night. Saw the loss coming from a mile off, but took consolation in having a lead for a part of the game. Yeah, you'd be happy with their first half-ish, but their attack was dreadful. Their attack was woeful and dreadful in that first half. Jake Averillo's kicking game was just diabolically bad. But yeah, look, they were up 10-6, and they'll be somewhat reasonably happy with that, and they'll kind of try and motivate off a positive first half. So left-hand side here gets it off to Hayes Dunster, who's going to get slapped down here, but 35 metres out from the line. Go Jordan says, who's your favourite player in the NRL? Me. Fifth tackle here for the Eels. 40 metres out. Up it goes here. Luke Thompson comes running on through. He's already been sin-bin for one of those today, so you got to be careful. Up it goes here from the dog. Oh, no, Dog's knocking on. Dog's knocking on there. Unfortunately for the Dogs, they will drop their lollies, and it's going to be Eels with another attack here from about 25 metres out. Melby plays as the Storm smashed the Tigers. Yes, they did, mate. Yes, they did. And they would have beaten them by a lot more if they didn't just completely click off. Hey, lads, what happened to the Titans in 2009? Probably lost, mate, like we did this year, last year, the year before that. But if you're kind of trying to come at the Titans here, would you like me to refer to your 3 wooden spoons that you literally cheated to win in the last 10 years? You literally were over the salary cap for 3 of those years, or the 3 years in a row that you won the spoon? Calm down, Hayden. You struggled against the Dogs and you came home in the second half. Like, yeah, look, we lost in 2009 like we lose every single year. Like, you just come to a realisation that your team's not that great. Long time ago. Govison here gets the ball to the left-hand side. Hayes Dunster gets the try. So 34-10 is the scoreline. Thank you very much to Kylie for subscribing. Kylie McDonald's for subscribing, by the way. But that's going to be 34-10 here with a kick to come to Parramatta to right time to the Eels. Layali El Assad says the Bulldogs would have won. It's just that the Eels have more players. Don't save the Eels. Huh? What? The Bulldogs would have won. It's just that the Eels have more players. Don't save the Eels. You know the Eels had a man in the bin for the last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half, right? So the Dogs had a sin bin, but the Eels also had a sin bin, and that's when the Dogs scored a try with that sin bin. So what are you talking about? If you're going to talk about how the Dogs had a sin bin, you're going to talk about how the Eels had a sin bin. Thank you very much to Mariah Hassawi for subscribing. Moe Play says Manly going to get smashed by the Gold Coast. Yeah, I know, mate. Manly are going to get smashed by the Gold Coast. Up the pen says Sean Russell double. So Shawnee Russell gets the try for the Eels, and it's going to be 30-40-10, and it should be a kick. It will be a kick to come here. Sorry, there's no should be. There will be a kick to come for the Parramatta Eel. Parramatta Eel. But don't forget, guys, Manly Titans coming up right after this. So if you're not subscribed yet, go down there and hit that big old red button. If you haven't hit that big old red button yet, I'm disappointed in you. Oh, my goodness me. You better hit that big subscribe button. Sammy Suda says, Doggos definitely need to work on their plan of attack, especially if the score didn't explain everything on what was happening. Yeah, absolutely. Elia Torres says, Parramatta Eels. Goat Jordan says, are you allowed to show the games on Channel 9? No, bro. It's illegal for me to show you any kind of footage at all, ever. They would take it down immediately and potentially sue me. So I'm not really down for a lawsuit today when I know my channel will get taken down immediately. But with 4.5 minutes to go here of the game, the old Eels come back from a 10-6 deficit at halftime to win 30, probably 36-10. But then again, there's still time for them to score some more points. Zempire says, keep putting the points on Eels. Jamie Dunning says, up the mighty Titans. Zempire says, how many times does the man need to say he can't? At least 10 times a stream. Sometimes 12, maybe 20 sometimes. Oh, he's got it. He's actually got the kick too. It's hit the post and gone in. So 36-10 is the score with 4 minutes to go here of the game. Layali El Assad says, boo Parramatta, up the Dogs. 4 minutes left here. Can they score another one? Melvin says, if he shows it bye-bye to his 10K, I know, you don't want to do that, especially when we're on our way to 11K right now. Gee whiz. We haven't given away the NRL jersey yet, guys. We've got a few issues going on outside of YouTube, so just give it a little bit of time. But we will be giving away that NRL jersey. That's why I leave that here, so you guys know it hasn't been drawn yet. I haven't done the 10K subscriber giveaway yet. Mike Slade says, hey, mate, you're the best. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully my team can be the best today. Hopefully my team, the Titans, can be the best today in the next stream. But we all know how the Titans go on, usually. But we're willing it into existence. The Titans will win today. We will win today. Up them. Up them. So 4 minutes left here, and the Eels will have the ball here for 20 minutes out here from their own line. Go Jordan says, no, I thought he couldn't show the games. He had to pay. No. You just can't show games in general, mate. You can't show games in general because the Channel 9 and Fox Sports obviously pay a lot of money for their rights. A lot of money for their rights. Jamie Duncan says, up the Mighty Titans. Yeah, Jamie, now we're talking, mate. Now we're talking some real sensical stuff. I didn't say nonsensical. I said sensical, mate. Sammy says, it's all wrapped up for the Eels winning with time winding down, mate. It was wrapped up for the Eels probably about 5 minutes into the second half when the Dogs gave away a penalty try. So Eels here, boot that ball down to the Dogs 20 minutes out from their own line, and there's still 2 minutes 40 to go here of the game. Go Jordan says, sorry, asking. No, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Caden Lance is at least you're confident with the Titans. No, mate, I'm just having a good time, mate. Because I know that when the Titans, if the Titans lose or when the Titans lose, I cop a lot of shit in the chat. A lot. So as long as I can be happy beforehand, because I know I'm going to have a shocking time if the Titans get beaten like we did against Manly ages ago. But you get used to it, man. Like, I don't really give a shit. I don't really give a shit, man. When you come to terms with your team, then, like, you just have a good time regardless. So, third tackle here. Oh, big Parramatta drops the ball there, and the Eels will get the ball here at the halfway point. Oh, here we go. Eels here. Chance here with the ball. He gets it off to Sean Russell. Russell's still going here. Russell's still going. Taken down. 45 metres out. The S says Titans will probably win their game. Up the Penrith Panthers. Thank you very much, Goat Jordan, for subscribing. Up the Penrith Panthers says, how do you go in the giveaway? All you have to be is subscribe, bro, and I'll let you guys know how you can win the NRL jersey once I know when I'm giving it away. So Papali'i with the ball. He gets through there. Second tackle. Taken down. 30 metres out here from the line. Adam Zeb says, even though the Bulldogs were leading at half, Eels would still catch up. I said their completion rate in the second half is 91%. I said if they fix now it's less than 90%. They've knocked the ball on. But I said if they complete their sets, they'll win 13 plus. They have completed their sets, and they will win 13 plus. They were at 66% completion rate in the first half, and were only down by 4 points. You have to look at those kind of stats. You just do. Mackenzie Poise says up the Titans. So left-hand side here for the Doggies. They're on 0 tackle here, 40 metres out. First tackle now. Mariah Hassawi says, go the Eels. So first tackle here for the Dogs. They're 40 metres out. Where do the Eels go? I think they go to third, or are they staying fourth, I think, maybe. I think they go on 4. I think they're staying fourth. Second tackle here for the Dogs. Right-hand side. Yeah, they would, because the Rabbitohs won their game, didn't they? Oh, they kicked a 3 here for the Dogs, and I don't really understand the idea of that kick, because it will go straight over the sideline, and that was shocking. Mackenzie Porter says, go the Titans, mate. Yeah, no, mate. So 44 seconds left here. We're only 2 likes away from 100. We can smack it. Go on. We can smack it. We're only 2 likes away from 100. Hunch. Up the Pen and Pen says, I think Parramatta have won. You reckon, mate? Nah, I don't believe you. I think you're talking shit, mate. I think you're talking bullshit. I think you're talking some bullshit-aruno. There's no way Parramatta win this game from here. The Dogs are doing pretty well, mate. Blowbox says, hello. Hello, Blowbox. How you doing? Go Jordan says, Puppy is the best player in the world, in my opinion. Puppy? Who's Puppy? There's a lot of puppies in this sport. There's Papali'i and Papali'i. 2 Papali'is. There's Big Papanapa. There's Pappenhausen Puppy. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, 1 second left. And that, my friends, is the game. So the final score here will be 36-10. The Parramatta Eels overturn a 10-6 scoreline deficit to the Doggies to come back and win that game in the end. Congratulations to Parramatta. They deserve it. Obviously, they fixed their completion rate in the second half and just ran away with it in the end. So they deserve that win. Doggies, unfortunately, yeah, okay first half, were up, but fell apart in the second half. So, you know, the scoreline was representative of the game. It was just a fair game, and you can't blame the referees. Can just blame kicking game and just shock and attack, to be completely honest with you. But, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. I'll see you guys in literally 10 minutes' time for the Titans versus Manly game. Up at the Titans. Oh, gee whiz. I'm choking on my own. I'm choking myself here. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 11K. And also, don't forget BKRmy Clips over there, our second channel where we are going to be uploading clips of all our streams, the most important parts of the streams that you guys miss. If you want to check out those videos, they'll start tomorrow. So go into the pinned comment over there, BKRmy Clips, and give that one a subscribe too. But guys, I will see you in literally 10 minutes time for the Titans Manly. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.